Yep. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Doctor Strange Boy discussion.
Yep. Who's that?
Oh,
Hey,
hey, Biscuit.
Biscuit.
So, hey, Biscuit.
I'm here.
Yep. Right on time.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yep. So, I'll get into you after my guess.
Hello, it's Joshua, future filmmaker reviews with Josh. It went through a name change while things were going on, but I'm back, new place. I'm back to
Yep. And
Yeah. Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger, once again. I've been doing a lot of live streams on YouTube because I don't want to pay a premium on StreamYard. But hey, I'm back on, and
yeah.
it's been a long year, but we got to finally get to more movies in Phase 4. This is the first one of 2022. And yeah, it's a great movie. It definitely was a lot better than the first one. I could say that.
Yep.
It's making a lot of money, and I'm glad that people are enjoying it. It's divisive, but it's not hated. It's not like the most hated
Yeah.
movie of all time.
yeah. I have there are some. Yeah, it's pretty divisive.
Yep.
Most
Oh
people
yeah.
like it,
Biscuit.
most people hate it, most people are in the middle.
Hmm.
But
Yep.
okay,
Trying to do it, but I want you to one more point. Biscuit brain.
Last
Biscuit.
person's Biscuit Rebellion. Not much to
Yep.
say beyond that.
Yeah, you've been not being a channel, which I understand. Even Biddy. Hmm. So, where should we start?
The beginning, when Strange has that vision of America Chavez, and they have that gorgeous visuals, like it looks straight out of like an anime or something. All
Yep.
those the backgrounds, I was like, wow, Raimi went all out. It's like a feast for the eyes.
this is a great way to start out the
Hmm.
movie.
That
The
was.
movie, from the minute the flying starts, that scene alone tells you what type of movie you're going to be, and you get to see America Chavez, and you do get to see a variant of Doctor Strange with
Different costume, yeah.
Yep.
Very.
different costumes, which I think
Which is Defender
because
Strange
we
in the
follow,
Extra Comics.
yeah, Defender Strange, which that was really cool that they're taking elements from What If and the multiverse and using the
Yep.
multiverse to its full advantage. And I definitely do appreciate the way this movie started out. Him having that vision, but he's waking up into a nightmare. When I saw it in the trailer, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm curious where this is gonna go. But Raimi, the way it's directed, the way the visual aesthetic is, the
Yeah.
$200 million is on screen,
Yeah, definitely.
and
Yeah, it was.
the way
Unlike
it's shot.
Morbius, which did badly, did have a good horror movie. John White, take notes, Sony. You do it correctly. Oh, basically, what's your opinion on Doctor Strange Motivated Madness?
The opening.
The opening, at least, yeah, no, visually it looks great.
Yep.
I can't really say anything beyond that because it took me a while to realize that was Defender Strange. I kind of missed out on What If. I only saw a couple of clips
Yeah,
from
I
it.
didn't see What If because I didn't like the cell animation. It looked weird.
I can understand that. On the animation was decent at best. The only thing I've been watching, Doctor Strange one, which that went dark. That went insane and much more
Yeah,
nut, but it was a
that
good episode.
yeah, it
So,
was.
Moral Zombie was oh, nutty.
But
Oh, basically,
yeah,
oh, sorry.
okay. But yeah, the way it's shot, the way the music just sweeps in. Yes, it's Danny Elfman doing the music. I was very
Yes.
happy that they got him
Same.
to do it. Just it felt like you were. It felt more that Inception, Matrix, C, and also acid trip type. It's like
It was.
Jam. Yeah, it's like I, I was like I'm being put back into this world, and then I loved it. And then when you wake up in the real world and you
Conceptually.
see,
Nah, me. Hold on a second.
and
Okay.
then
Yeah,
and
you're
I
the
love it. And then he wakes up, and then you realize it's just a dream. And this is 5 years after the
But yeah,
concept.
after
I've heard some
ending,
yeah
people,
because
yeah.
it was after the
I've
snap.
heard people,
years
I've
after.
heard some people say there should have been at least a moment where he is deciding, conflicted on whether or not he should be using the multiverse powers. But this movie, it lets you know this is going to be a fast-paced movie from that opening
Yeah.
scene alone.
Yeah, it is.
The movie kicked right into high gear after that.
Well, I did get some info my friend. Can I? Do why he's not gonna join because he's sick? Which, god damn it! Oh, that sucks. Ugh.
Yeah. And from then on, you do have Doctor Strange attending the wedding of his ex girlfriend,
Ex
Christine
girlfriend.
Palmer, which I was that was my main worry when they announced they were going to do the second one was they were not going to bring her back, but
Yeah.
they brought her back. She's getting engaged to a new character played by Michael Stuhlbarg, who's in the first one. And Rachel McAdams, it was great seeing her back. She once
Yeah.
again it does a good job, and you see the look on Doctor Strange's face, like
It's like, damn it, I could
if
have.
I could have had her if my hands were if I didn't get myself into the accident. And this is the point in Doctor Strange's life where you start to see like does he regret his decision? Can he live with his decision? Do he wish he could have been with Christine? And
Yeah.
throughout the movie, I think that's a very good character arc for him. Everything seems to go fine at the wedding until
Until we
Matt
see
Chaos.
at the how big is it? The only with no
Well,
bullshit set up for one film technical rules. Oh, indeed.
yeah.
Question. So,
Oh yes, I'm a Game Fest. People
Well, I
know
never
about
heard
that.
that.
I may live stream that actually as well. It's got E3, but for at the but since E3 got canceled, they're gonna do their own shit. I may stream Adventure.
But yes, everything seems to be going fine. Everything's good. Everybody's drinking at the wedding, having a good time. But then portal opens, and then
Yep.
the big giant monster, Gigantos, just come through. Which I was like, okay, I like where this is going, staring at me. And
Yep.
I
We
just
did
felt the
that to be
anxiety and the
Gigantos.
adrenaline.
hmm
I
Wait.
just when he showed up, I felt the adrenaline going. And
Well, for what I heard, apparently Gigantos, do you want to change the name from Shimagora? Apparently Shimagora, from the Octagon, they had to change it due to light issues.
right. They always do that.
Yeah, it's just so
God damn
stupid.
it, stupid rights
Yeah, like in the
issues
movie,
that
she
always
don't
mess
get over one girl. We could try to
Charlie
film
Theron
it
might
somehow.
jump out the actually
Yeah,
out of
we'll get
nowhere.
that
Actually,
later.
because I'm like, I saw the post credit scene. I'm like, who is she? I'm like, I never seen her
Yeah,
before.
that's Clea.
Clea, I never heard of her.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's I think a love interest for Doctor
yeah,
Strange.
only Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
That looks
she's the
great. Yeah,
dark.
and I know
She's
Shimagora,
the dark
the
version
Marvel
of
superheroes
the
video game.
Sorcerer Supreme. She's the
Yeah.
dark version of the Sorcerer Supreme.
Gargantua maybe had an opening scene in the Monster Jersey with Doctor Strange, Mortal Enemy Shimagora, not Gargantua. And the thing is, for all intents and purposes, they're looking for a lot of MCU Guardian will be renamed. I think the Mortal Enemy Shimagora.
Version of himself.
Scream Mortal Kombat Monster. My secret fought Namor Summit. Wait, what? Wait, he fought Namor? Really? Huh. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Bessie, did you know about it? Gonna find Namor?
No, I didn't know that.
That who?
Gargantos.
That's a Namor villain?
Yes.
Hmm.
No. I'm gonna be honest, not that familiar with Marvel, so no.
Yeah, I can say that. Minor secret funding was somewhere back in the 60s, and for now we just see Monster MCU fans jumping on Disney Plus. Oh yeah, the what if show with whatever. We'll get that later. Okay, what's the cut that shit?
Yeah.
Andy Fraser, McCoy State made the com.com, the only comic barbarian and the LA character that owned the right to the nation McGough. Monster simply
that was
didn't
the
as
name.
they could be given the movie.
That's why Shazam is Shazam and not Captain Marvel.
Which is just
That
so
was the
stupid.
right issues. But I can understand when it comes to the Shazam thing. I understand that, but it's always the
I
rights
don't
issues
really
with some of these
watch it
characters.
down with the part of the comic stuff, but
Yeah, they don't want to use the comic
Well,
accurate name, but I always it's like if they call Mr. Fantastic just something else. I'm like, no, he's Mr. Fantastic.
yeah, apparently the
but
rights were
yeah,
owned by the Coin Barbarian at the stuff, which so that's why they changed to again. Apparently they changed it because of the Coin Barbarian rights. Wait, but don't Marvel own the rights to Coin Barbarian now, or they
I think
don't?
so. I don't know if that was
mm,
MGM or Universal. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Let's see.
Weird.
yeah. We're in the city. You get to see Benedict Wong
Yeah,
return, which I liked his cameo in Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten
Yeah,
Rings.
that was
So
yeah,
it's
great.
always
That's not
definitely
what
earned.
I say.
it was,
But
yeah,
yeah,
and it's always good to see him back. I do like Wong as a character, and him
same.
and along with Doctor Strange and the entire of Christine Palmer is when watching what's going on as the portal opens with with Gigantos and America Chavez, and then you do find that
20th Century
you,
Fox owns Conan. Excuse me, Josh. But Universal
Well,
distributes
technically,
U.S.
Disney bought 20th Century Fox now. They own.
Universal Pictures owns that, so they own the original
Oh,
Conan the Barbarian. So this
oh,
again, rights issues.
rights issues.
That's why Incredible Hulk is not on Disney Plus or the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, it's such a mess. I
It's a
hate the
mess.
rights
I'm like,
issues.
just give it to one person. You don't have to spread it around. You know,
Yeah, I don't
I'm
get
glad
it.
this will be on Disney Plus soon. Probably in the summer because
Yeah,
just
50
came
50.
out a month after it was on in theaters. They get like a 45-day window, and then they put it on Disney Plus. If it's
Yeah.
not a Sony thing or whatever. Well, what happened?
but I did. But yeah, the locations in that scene were in the New York City, which that is great to see New York City being represented always. But you see, Saltillo Gomez, her
Yeah.
introduction is America Chavez, and asking Wong and Doctor Strange. The cape, his cape had a lot more fun in this one.
Yeah, I did.
I love Doctor Strange's cape,
Yeah,
Same.
and
The kid was fun. Oh, speaking of
yeah,
gigantic, that pep with the eyeball.
yeah.
Holy shit, that was
I didn't
like
expect
bad and
that.
bloody.
I was like, when they pulled it out,
that
I was like, wow, they did that in a PG-13.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man
that
movies are Disney Plus, not here in the
shocked the
States.
hell out of me.
I've checked; they're not there yet.
Yeah, it shocked the
Seems-
crap out of me. The fact that you think this is gonna start out as your usual
Yeah.
MCU movie, but Sam Raimi's like,
No,
nope,
yes.
this is the full on Sam Raimi. And yes,
Yeah.
he may not have the rated R, but again,
He
he
got to hold back.
he was able to fully let himself full through in his directorial style in the vision he had,
Yeah,
and
he made the film.
Yeah.
that action scene alone, just a lot of his action scenes alone, which we'll
Yeah.
talk about. One of
Yeah,
them
we'll
is
talk about
actually my favorite action scene in the movie. We'll get to
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I was definitely a fan of.
Spidey. But Mitchell, what's your opinion on Amanda Chavez, the actor character?
In the movie or overall?
In the movie and for overall, you could do
She
both.
did fuck all until towards the end. I'm just gonna be honest there.
Yeah, towards the
Well,
end, I mean, she has to fight Wanda. I was so not buying that. Wanda could have killed her in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Killed all these other people. Yet a little
Yeah.
girl that's not even 18 is gonna beat her. No,
You know,
a little Raya the Black Dragon for me. Where villain is the one that gets the final blow. I'm like, no.
Also, I love how there's this unintentional funny thing going on with her, which I'm actually surprised nobody pointed it out. Not you guys, but I haven't seen anybody on social media or anything. Where keep in mind, she's the first Latino hero, right?
Yeah,
Where her
yeah,
ability is essentially crossing borders between multiverses.
Yes.
I've seen Rick and Morty do that, so she's not gonna top that.
It's been a
No,
while.
I just thought it's hilarious, and I couldn't help
Yeah,
but chuckle the more I keep
yeah, that
seeing
was-
her using her ability.
Yeah.
but
It's like a star.
Yeah,
She punches a star.
yeah,
It did look good though. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Visually, it
The
looked good.
visual was
On the
fantastic.
news, but whatever. I'm like,
yeah.
the two moms thing. I'm like, yeah, it was a blink and you miss a scene where I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't care about
Yeah.
this.
There was
Yeah.
two. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did. I forgot.
yeah,
It happened, and I was like, yeah,
and
I'm never gonna miss
Yeah.
it.
yeah, and the fact
Oh
that
no,
people,
I didn't even care about that.
and also the fact that
Same.
people, even before this movie came out, they were bullying the young actress for playing this character. I'm like, have you not learned
I'm so tired
anything
of the
from
actors.
2019, helmet?
What
They
the
just won't
hell?
learn. They're not
Wait,
going to
what were they
learn.
bullying her for?
For playing the character of
Playing the
America
American
Chavez.
Chavez.
Because of the
The
That's
fact
a
same
given though,
thing.
because I've always seen people keep doing these fan casts, and whenever they don't get what they want, they always start attacking.
Complain.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
they've done it multiple times with Brie Larson. They did it a little bit to Haley Steinfeld with Kate Bishop,
He's
which I
so
did see
stupid. What
myself
the
on.
fuck?
I'm like,
I don't get
can
it because
y'all,
she was fine. She
I mean,
actually
I
added
could
to the Hawkeye
imagine
show.
when killed her or not bothered with her. Oh, indeed.
Wanda would have either killed her or not bothered with her. Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
she's a kid.
well,
She has her life
I
ahead of
got
her.
a lot to say about her once we get to her,
Yeah, once we get to Scarlet Witch.
Mhm.
but I'm
Speaking
gonna
of
let
Mega
John
Chavez,
speak on.
after Mega
I'll,
Chavez meets Doctor Strange and Wong after they kill Gargantos, not Shimigoa for the rights issues.
I call him that. I don't care what the rights issue says. That's what I
Yeah, I
call
don't care.
him. That's the same in the
I'm still calling it Shimigoa. But then again, if the Shimigoa died, then we won't be able to see him again. So screw it. I'll still call Shimigoa. See him like the president. But I don't know how Shimigoa. I don't know Doctor Strange very much. The one Doctor Strange I know is from the Garden Well. Barry Mordo
Yeah, he was under
and Dormammu.
more.
That's it. The only Doctor Strange I know.
Yeah, one
I
cool
don't know.
fight scene in the second half of the film, but that's
Yeah,
it. I'm like the underused
we'll get to that
superpower
later.
again.
All right.
yeah,
After the big Gargantos, we see Doctor Strange, Doctor Wong,
Ow, jeez.
What happened?
You okay?
Hit a button on my phone. My bad.
That's
Okay.
okay. Yeah. That same manager, they talk to Betty after you talk to her about Spider-Man with other weapons,
Hmm.
which
I love
some people are confused about the what Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, but Danny spell wipe out memory. Then they wipe the memory of people like Danny, not Spider himself.
Hmm.
And here they do. There is an explanation for why his spell failed in No Way Home, and Kevin
Yeah.
Feige said it was because when Loki and Sylvie killed the other interpretation of Kang, which
Change the Conquer.
who, which I may say what I have to say about Kang. I'll just have to wait until February to see how he's going to
Of
go with me,
2023.
either good or bad with me, but.
Yeah. I think
Because
King
he
was
was
great. Loki
still,
was fantastic. The actor played
I
King.
like the performance. I did not like the character so far,
It's
but
not even a different than Kang. It was the um uh he remains.
he's
Yeah.
yeah, and
They're trying to
they
make
do
people.
they mention why that his spell failed in No Way Home, and I do like how they tie into that and how they tie into Strange being in No Way Home, and I very much like that with the scene with him, Wong, and Chavez talking, and they're eating pizza, which you can't go wrong with pizza in New York, even though it
Never
can be
forget
pretty as
pizza.
hell.
Most of it is really good.
And she's telling him that someone is after trying to take her powers, and
This
Doctor
movie's
Strange
it's
says,
got some similarities to Attack of the Clones a little bit too, because there's a girl that's is being hunted. Yeah, it's like Attack of the Clones.
"Yeah, it's
When
the Attack of the
Padme's
Clones
in danger,
in the good
it bothered me.
in the good way." I like that.
This movie's visually stunning. Like, you first see Wanda in the grass. I'm like, yeah, looking at the trees and all that. I'm like, wow, it looks like an art film.
Mhm.
It's beautiful for such a
And
movie
then,
that's really dark,
Yeah.
especially in the middle.
this movie
I know my own.
I have No Way Home on digital. I don't have it
Nice.
on physical
I'm
media,
gonna get it
but
on Blu-ray eventually because
I
it'll be Disney Plus soon.
I definitely was enjoying that side. Like she's asking Doctor Strange, I need you to help me. So it's not
They
like
were in
how,
Westview. They went to Westview after Doctor
I,
Strange
which
they
they
said
did
Strange
mention Westview,
Yeah,
which
they
one
mentioned.
division.
Yeah, that's still one of the
yeah,
best
Yeah.
shows
yeah,
I
it
love that
is my
show.
yet.
yeah, it is my favorite the
Yeah.
MCU Disney Plus shows. A lot of people hated the finale. I liked where the finale went.
The finale
It,
did it
it
was
went into,
rushed, but it was
it
still
went in,
Yeah.
setting a
it
bag.
went into something here, you get, which a lot of people I've seen say ignore WandaVision. No, they didn't. They mentioned
No, they didn't.
Westview, and they
No,
pick up where WandaVision was. In the after credit scene of that show, you see
She's reading the
what
dark hold.
Wanda is going to do.
scroll, and then
Which
you see
Yeah.
that
Or
book,
the book of the damned.
and and I did that. You do get to one of my predictions did come correct with Doctor Strange telling her you cannot use that book as a way to go into alternate realities. I'm like, they went for it, and the
Yep.
Dark Book does come to play, but the reintroduction of Wanda and Axelmon, the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Or Scarlet Witch. Well, basically, what's your opinion on Scarlet Witch?
I mean, I have a lot of things to say about her. I mean,
yeah,
I wasn't really moved by her motivation because
yeah. I'm doing
I,
this for my kids, and I'm gonna kill half the people. Like she's doing a Thanos basically, but
Yeah.
without snapping
I
her face.
got the
Yeah.
I
Kill
got
her
the
really bad.
motivation that she was going for, but because when you really put it into terms, this character has been through hell.
Yeah,
As
like
a
she
kid,
lost
she
her
had to watch
brother,
her mom
she
and
lost
dad die.
her
She lost
husband,
Quicksilver. She had to kill the man that she loved,
twice
and
in
she
fact.
can't have a relationship with her kids.
Yeah. Who was
And it's like
man
there's
magic?
so much more. It's like how much more pain can she take before
Yeah.
she eventually,
Snapped.
basically pushing down a lot of pain and anger, and
Yeah.
ultimately it has led her to this point.
She like gets
And
homicidal.
Yeah,
no,
she went insane.
that I understand. I have no question why she did what she did. It's just
the
how. So
motivation.
when you got somebody with reality warping abilities, you think the first thing they would do is get what they want, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
She didn't. She needed to do something else to
Well,
get
man,
what
she
she
had the dog
want.
with the dog messed with her mind. It messed with basically David's eye and twisted it into something
Yes,
evil.
the
I
book is
guess.
The book of the damned.
controlling
I
her. Hmm.
guess, but this is her wanting kids.
Prophesize
Well,
long.
So
according to Doggo,
It,
in
Wanda,
my
we
mind,
already
it's like
prophesied
just
long
whore
before any of
yourself
the main
out.
material had been born.
sister,
You
I
need
cared
kids.
about Wanda. We know
Yeah.
who she is. With Dark
Yeah,
Phoenix, we didn't, except in the cartoon and in the comics.
Yeah.
That's
we had a
Well,
lot
but
of
Scarlet
new
Witch was
media
a villain in the
appearances.
comics.
Yeah, she
Like,
was, and she
like,
started out as technically a villain in Age of
yeah.
Ultron, then worked
Like,
her way to a hero. So you do, and me having seen this character in the cartoons, especially the
same.
'90s cartoons,
she's
you
cute.
know,
Aw. That's
you
adorable.
know,
Hey, I
Oh,
had to
yeah,
say
that's from the
you
prison comic.
2 hours. America Chavez is too young for me, so at least
Yeah.
Elizabeth Olsen is a woman. She's not a little
Yeah, she's
girl.
badass.
she, her performance in this movie,
Phenomenal. I think she should get
damn,
Yeah.
the
She did an
Golden Globe.
amazing job, but she did an excellent
I know it's a
job.
yeah,
comic
yeah.
movie, but Joker
She,
got one,
yeah, she, yeah,
and
she should be nominated.
yeah,
There is a
I hope
lot.
she gets
She has to
nomination.
convey
the
so. She has
makeup
to
and
convey so much
they were
emotion, and
fantastic.
all
A
all
lot
the
of
people who, once again, you people on the internet who bullied this girl over because she didn't grieve over Chadwick Boseman's death to her,
it was a lot.
y'all are complicit.
Yeah, we
Leave,
can
leave that,
speak.
leave that girl
I'm
alone.
hoping we get to see him return, but I love his kids. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm going to mention, we can, yes, he's gay, but he's agree with that. Here's the thing. That's Hulkling, and I do love him as a couple. If you read the comic, it's a good story.
Hmm.
I
And
recommend reading
Wanda,
it. It's a great story.
yes, Wanda, she has to convey a lot of different emotions: rage,
Yeah.
anger, physical pain,
Sadness.
Frustration.
especially sadness, motivation.
Yeah.
There is moments, even points in this movie where Wanda becomes, I'm gonna say it, she kind of scared me, and she was acting a little
Yeah.
bit psychotic, unhinged. I'm
The
like,
scene where her
Yeah.
I
face
can't
is
believe,
Yeah.
yeah, I
And
can't
it left
believe
in
that
rescue.
actually went there. And
Yeah.
she has some great moments in the movie with her
And
fighting, and
when she got
especially,
activated Strange and Wong and Manjari, she went full carnage. She killed a lot of
I
people
was
like,
like,
and sent them to her.
my
But
face was
basically, Wicked
like,
Man started with killing a lot of people.
yeah,
Let's get,
it was disturbing at
Oh
times.
yeah.
That was my first. I was like, what the fuck? Bro.
Insane.
I was like, okay, I get it. Why you're so upset? And even she does say this before, give me America Chavez and there won't be problems. And then
Yeah,
I do like the line where she says when Doctor Strange breaks the rules, he becomes the hero, but she does it and becomes the enemy.
yeah.
You
That was
actually like
fun.
that line? I thought that was the stupidest line.
It was in
It's
the
not
movie.
really.
Yeah, it was in the trailer.
It,
I
yes,
didn't try as well.
it's actually
Oh wait, no, not that
in the
one.
movie.
I got another one that's stupider than that. But no, when I
Oh,
saw that
The,
line, I'm
the,
like,
I
no,
could do this all
no,
day. No, that's Cap's line. That's
no,
not.
that
the
one's even
line.
more stupider.
Captain Blade.
Yes, I
Reminded me
did
of
like the line.
What if?
Yeah,
I don't care about
Yeah,
Captain.
we'll
Yeah,
look
that's
at that
yeah.
later.
when we get
I
to the.
did like I did like the line that she tells Doctor Strange because you can clearly see that she is not herself,
Yeah,
I can
and
tell.
yeah. She
and
got
I just
corrupted,
think
and
Elizabeth
when she
Olsen,
looked at that
she
tree that they were, that was chilling. That was like freaking and scary. But it's like
Oh,
you
you mean
get
the
the
scene when
anxiety,
she
yeah,
decloaks the
transform,
illusion of that
yeah, she got
forest
delusion.
area?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it felt like anxiety trip with her every
yeah. It
time
felt,
she is
felt
in a
like a
scene.
horror movie would make sense
But
saying
yeah,
it's Sammy.
that's why I like. They is kind of like May want a horror villain,
A horror villain,
and
a monster. And I mean that literally because when
and
she
she
goes to
even said,
Kamikaze and kill everyone, holy shit, that was it. As well as
Yeah,
the Millwall stuff when she tried to claw the
I
door.
was not prepared for that.
That was insane.
She and Doctor Strange is fighting her off with their powers. I'm like, this is definitely a bad. And this movie, as much as I love Captain Marvel as a character and the Hulk and Thor,
Yeah, that's
she has proven herself as the strongest of the
yeah.
MCU.
She got killed Thanos in 2 seconds, but in the fact
Yeah,
she
she
didn't.
almost did.
Yeah, she
She
almost did.
almost killed Thanos.
Yeah.
But
Like,
her killing the people in the commentaries, I, I was like, that she is not to play today in
yeah.
this movie. She's not here to play. She
Yeah, she's not.
and it was
She's ready
nice
to
to
do
see
anything.
her scenes in the alternate reality with her and her kids, and it
That
does
was
go back
sad.
into that. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. It was sad, and I like the fact that they did bring Billy and Tommy back.
Yeah, that made me happy because I love the kid from Young Avengers. And while I was sad they did not come back in the main unit, it makes sense from her story because she's trying to. Actually, one thing that did confuse me in the story in this movie that where's Vision? Like,
I
why
know.
did they not bring up Vision?
White
That's
Vision
kind
was never shown. Maybe he was cut for time. There was
of
a lot of
Or or probably because of the fact the one vision is still is basic the vision that she knew is
even
dead.
as you know he's dead, but it's White Vision who's still alive in one division, but White
Yeah, I
Vision
was like,
left. But we didn't get to see White
yeah, who
Vision.
knows? They
Also, the idea of
probably
just building another vision never was brought up. So
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it did happen. Here we go with it.
yeah, like when it comes to White Vision, I think they didn't ask Paul Bettany to come back because he was busy with something else, but that was a little weird, just not
Yeah,
seeing
that guy could
Vision.
beat me.
But I
But
did like the fact they do mention him when Strange asked about the multiverse,
yeah,
and
that made me happy.
Wanda said Vision said it was
Vision
dangerous,
had Furious.
which is dangerous. All right, especially with her. So her
Yep.
whole rampage, her whole full carnage. I was shocked this movie did not
Yeah,
get a
especially the
rated
mirror
R.
world. When during the mirror world, she tried to escape. That was very creepy, very intense.
Yeah, I got to see. You get to see how unhinged she became as
Yeah,
the movie went
she was like a
along.
monster. And I mean, literally, and speaking
She
of Wanda, yeah, when she only get a man in Charlotte, she does activate a power, and then we get the whole multiverse crazy stuff. Which, basically, what depending on the whole when Doctor Strange and Mary Charlotte go for the multiverse.
Mhm.
you mean when they fell through
Yeah,
in the
Yes.
star and we saw glimpses of it?
face
Yeah.
breaks into bricks, and then they go through that painting. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Wow,
painting.
what a visual
that
stuff.
Yeah.
scene.
one of those things you see it in the trailer is like it's cool, but when actually seeing it in the movie, I was like,
Yeah,
this
see, the
could
crowd.
easily get an Oscar win for best
It's like
effect.
painting
Yeah,
life.
this video reminded me the
And then he
paintball,
picks up. I was like, yeah, that was a
the
bit
giant
much.
hole, kind of
Right?
savage land.
Just the way it's shot, just the way the
Yeah,
action, that whole attack on the Commissars was shot, and the way Danny Elfman came in and musically scored it. I was on the edge of my seat. I was
Yeah, Daniel
excited.
music was amazing. I love Daniel music.
yeah,
Like,
he's a
he,
great.
It, and he
like,
did use Michael Giacchino's original theme in a way similar, like he did with Age of Ultron. So
yeah, he did.
just that whole scene with them going through the multiverses alone, with the craziness ensuing, I was
Yeah,
like, they're doing it.
we got animated this with 2 seconds, which is. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of Easter, I completely forgot. Speaking of Easter eggs, apparently there was an Easter egg for a Disney character from Rabbit. I forget the name, but when Warner was when a kid, the TV was on, and they had to up into an old character from that old
Hmm.
reality. Which hang on, think I have to know who this is. Which
Yeah, they couldn't show all the multiverse, and then the movie would be 3 hours long.
yeah.
Yes,
The
that's
back,
one thing I have
Pretty
heard
much.
some
Found it.
people say about the
yeah,
Yeah,
movie
that's
that
him. That's the
because
rabbit.
oh yeah, Oswald,
the
Oswald?
original
Oswald the
Yes.
rabbit, because it's Disney. You get it? He was the first mascot for Disney before.
is
Yes,
because
and he
the
actually
original
was in one of it. Well, not one. He actually was in this movie and at the Easter egg on the
Yeah,
TV.
come again on Disney Plus, and probably pause it. Yeah, he was probably in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah, he was in the
yes,
background.
I have heard some people say that they should win other multiverse. The original version of this movie was 2 hours and 28 minutes,
But they cut it. I can tell
but
why.
Yeah,
but
Because
I was fine. I was fine with it, considering
I
the
wonder
fact
what
we
the
just
28
had.
was. That's what I'm intrigued about. Hmm.
I think it was gonna be more. There, from what I heard, the extra minutes they cut out was more slow paced for some more quieter character stuff as they go into the madness. It was a whole bunch of cameos,
hmm
but
So more
that's
character
what
stuff.
was.
I wouldn't know for that, and
I,
I'm all for more character stuff. The camera stuff is secondary, in my opinion. I can't more the character stuff first.
Yeah, it
Same
still needs
here.
to be his movie. It wasn't just let's throw Strange in a bunch of multiverses that don't fit in this
That
tone.
don't matter.
Because
yeah, it,
Wanda
this
killing
movie you
like the
get
X
the
Men,
best of both worlds.
that's kind of, but it would
Yeah,
have fit.
we'll get to that later.
Kind of
But
too.
You get the best.
after Doctor Strange and after Mankind ran into Earth 838, I think that's the name. I think that's the number. We
Yeah,
meet at the another cameo, Bruce Camo.
Yeah, that was
Pe-
yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was funny.
that was a very cool cameo
laugh
with Bruce
Yeah,
Campbell
scene at the very end.
yeah.
at the very end.
With the post credit scene, the second post credit scene, it's a joke. That was funny. But
Yeah,
we'll get that way. But the Bruce Campbell style, I do like that cameo. It's funny, and it makes sense. He didn't have it this year. He didn't show him in 1, 2, and 3, and I had to eat with movies. I was hoping we get reference to the Mysterio stuff because there was no plan starting 4. We go put Mysterio, but we didn't get that reference. Oh well. Alright. I did the race. But after they get trying to motivate Wanda use the dark hold to dreamwalk, which we got another scary scene.
Hold on, before we keep going, what do you guys think about the fact that they've confirmed that the MCU is 616?
Oh yeah,
yeah. They were mentioning, yeah,
I'm like 50-50 on that because that's interesting, but there's a quite a bit. Wait, it's Marvel Comics. That's sequence 6. How damn many sequence 2?
No, they're doing what they're doing is what DC's doing with like the Omniverse and shit, but they're not stating that it's the Omniverse. It's multiple multiverses, except
Yeah.
the MCU has their own multiverse, and their version is 616. Then we got the comic one that has its own multiverse, which is
Yeah.
the mainline ones is 616. That's what they're basically saying.
Yeah, but the thing I know, their sequence 6 and their sequence 6 comic, the opening image which was 1610, and then opening got blown the hell up.
I feel like
hang
they
on.
shouldn't have just said 616. They should have just said some other number. I don't know why they felt the need to do that.
Yeah.
fan service, I guess, or
Yeah, that's what fans are like,
but
because the
this
opening
is
Yeah,
unit
like
that was
it
1610 and
was
then that got blown
for
up.
the fans.
Thank Jeff Lowe destroying Genius for crap. I hate Ultimatum. Then Ultimate End happened with the Bendis book.
I just don't get who are they trying to service though,
Also
because
sucked.
most of the people who are following the MCU probably never even heard of those numbers 616.
Yeah.
So I don't. Whatever. I just feel like this is just causing even further confusion that didn't need to happen.
Oh, people, if
Yeah.
they've seen the first one and then they see this one, they're going to be very confused if they didn't see the other shows or
Yeah.
movies that led up to this.
Or if
Or read the comics.
or for some people, when it comes to Scarlet Witch in this movie, if you haven't seen WandaVision, it will confuse you on why she
Why
Why
is
is
she's
this
a
the way.
villain.
after Endgame? I'm like, yeah, because she lost everything.
I
Well,
think the
let's-
movie MCU is said from only the other universe point of view.
But
because
during the
The problem with that is
multiverse,
that was established by a different universe, though. This wasn't
Yeah,
like people
multiverse
from
shit on the
616
business,
claiming
they're
they're
considering it.
616.
Yeah, and Secret Secretary was having a Captain Britain comic from Alan Moore. I think I got that story.
You don't need to read Captain Britain because I mean she comes and goes as quickly as she arrived.
We'll,
So-
we'll get that later.
Yeah, I mean, she's not in they're filler characters to me, the Illuminati, when we get to that. They're mostly filler characters, except for Professor Xavier.
Now, we'll get to that. I did hear some people, they wanted fan theories, they wanted cameos like Deadpool. I'm like, no.
They want like Tom Cruise as Iron Man.
Not I don't know if that is the right lines, but
and
that's just a
Morales, they
placeholder.
wanted cameos. No.
They haven't cast him yet.
People were disappointed.
Going on with the MC that I went support is supposed to be 1999999.
It's a placeholder. Whenever you see numbers that large, it's a placeholder.
Yeah, you put it
Okay.
on.
And also, at one point said Warbird. They wanted to see. You can't have Warbird in Marvel.
You can't have all you carried all at once. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, the movie
Okay,
will be.
but
the movie will be at least 3 hours.
Or 4 hours long.
That.
I'm over 3 hours Doctor Strange movie and all for that.
That's why with the multiverse, you got to take it step by step as you go play along with it.
Don't rush into it like DC doing now with the Flash movie, which. Oh,
no, they're doing that just so they can erase everything that came before it, despite the fact that they didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see what's going on.
Tomorrow, someone could. And DJ Avenger, you know, with that.
So many characters, so doing all of that in one movie would be too much. Yeah, that's why they reduced it to like a couple of cameos, Easter eggs, and side villains. That's about it. That's why Baron Mordo got underused.
Yeah,
he's not. He's like, "Hey, brother, what's up?" And then he's like, "I'm gonna fight you," which is an awesome fight, by the way. I love the choreography. But then that
was a good fight.
That's it.
Mordo, I was like, Mordo, he was underused. And I do like Chiwetel Ejiofor in the role. I'm like,
he's not annoying. I wanted to see more of him fight Strange, but it's there.
I was hoping in this movie you would get some more play with him, but I don't know. Maybe it's
I was like a follow up from the last movie where he had too many sorcery, but it's not all Baron Mordo. It's the alternate reality Baron Mordo, which we'll get that later. After they meet Baron Mordo, they talk about Scarlet Witch and the Darkhold, and oh boy, we get a creepy scene with Scarlet Witch protecting the other one, but that was insane.
Now, that was my favorite moment in the entire action scene. The entire movie. Her dream walking with the blood coming. It felt like you were watching somehow the Evil Dead in the superhero movie. I'm like, I was sitting here watching that entire scene. The minute she's going around just destroying Ultron robots, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, which we'll get to that later. But after they explain the dream walking show with the Darkhold, Baron Mordo, Doctor Strange managed to do a memory machine thing. Well, actually, no, they got a memory machine thing first before they Baron Mordo. I got that backwards. They see at the Doctor Strange memory with Christine, which that just sounded depressing.
To explain the watch, in case
the watch.
Everyone's asking.
Yeah,
That wasn't
that
trinket. It wasn't like forced in the movie
yeah, it made sense.
because
And
time.
that's it's sad,
Time's
sad
so
scene
forgetting.
because she had Christine, but she lost her, and fine. I get why they showed it. It makes sense. It's actually a sad, different scene, pretty much. But then they showed a child memory, and they show the two moms, and then they get shown a portal, and they explain what happened to him. Which, okay, this is the thing with the comics that did confuse me because I don't know my side backstory that much. I only know my side for that awful Gabriel Bear story, which don't ask. I don't read that story. You won't miss much. But
Yeah, I don't.
I do recommend if you want to see bad writing, there's a particular page that it's just probably the worst pages I've ever seen in my
yeah, I think
entire life
I
of
know
reading
what it
comics.
is. May I can find
I
it.
have to read good comics, even on digital ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I did forget to mention
Oh, Pika.
the. Oh,
He's not on
oh
camera though.
hello.
Off.
Huh. Strange. Why doesn't it?
There we go.
Hey, why isn't the camera Why isn't the camera working?
I have no idea.
Are you signed in?
Hmm.
Settings.
Shall I try moving and putting you back in? Maybe that'll work.
Hold on, I'll check the settings.
I remember you from last year when we did I think the DC fandom or
Yep.
something like that. Yeah.
There.
Hey,
Whoa.
Oh, Pika.
Let's check with there. I can better go like that.
that's fine. We can see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I think I found it. Is that the page?
Yeah, she looks nice.
No. It's the one where she's carrying her love interest flying away, and I'm not sure who's talking in the background, but somebody's talking, and it's basically describing why, for whatever reason, her carrying her girlfriend and flying away is so freaking like important or whatever. I could find a page for you, but it's gonna take a while, and you want me to go back and read garbage? Do we
No.
do this now?
You read garbage, but maybe you can find it. Just find the other panel so then I can
Pride
try
Month
to.
is next month. Sorry, Marvel, but that's for June. I don't celebrate that, by the way. No.
Well, if you can, Vicky, you know how to find. I'll try to find it after if I have to try to find it. Let's see. Made in America. Who would America Infinity comic? What? Stupid thing.
I also did forget to mention that when during the whole scene with the commissars, Wanda, she did say that she had to that I base I hold on. I had to take one of the gauntlets out of my husband's head, and it meant nothing. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah. The Mind Stone.
yeah, the Mind Stone.
Yeah, the Mind Stone. Oh, basically, I found it. I found it.
Where?
Hang on. Is it basically this one?
No. Don't worry about it. I'll find it, and when I link it to you, you'll show it. But just keep going with the movie.
Her cover is a blonde girl.
Yeah.
Well, let's back to business.
Yeah.
We're not going to see that in the MCU unless it's on Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
Oh please,
We're not.
please.
Yeah.
Disney
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah.
gonna make our world look like
Yeah.
much better representation story.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Well, after Wanda possesses her other cell into dreamwalking during the Darkhold, Scarlet Witch and Auntie go after Doctor Strange and Madame Chavez, which leads to Baron Mordo. Baron will explain about the Darkhold stuff, which leads at the and drugging Doctor Strange and drugging Madame Chavez into the Illuminati.
Here we
Which, oh boy, this one made me smile.
Crowd reacted to this mostly,
We're
especially.
surprised.
This made me very happy.
Yeah, one I think what we changed, which I know about New Year's receivers in MCU. Yeah, I know we're gonna be at the full movie, but the actual part of John Cena and the Regal change. That's great casting.
Now
That's
people shut up
genius.
about it. They're like, "Whoa!" I clapped out loud because
Yeah,
a
I
lot
got
of
it,
the
man.
crowd wasn't cheering, so I cheered. I was like, "Yeah."
I loved seeing.
I don't remember if there was
Johnson
cheering, but
conversation.
Mr. Fantastic was a.
I love
The costume was great. The overall appearance and design.
and the beard.
It
Yeah,
looked exactly,
The beard especially. Yeah, especially
exactly
that.
like
That kind of gave him made him look like a seasoned.
it's like you're the smartest guy in the world, and yet you're so dumb. Or something like that. It was one of the line like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The other
his costume
hit and miss
looked
Black Bolt's
exactly like.
cool, but he doesn't do much.
Yeah, we have Black Bolt with the supply actor from the Inhuman show, with the actor who played Black Bolt at the Inhuman show played in this, which I never thought they would bring that Black Bolt back because that show is bad.
Yeah, but it's not his fault though.
I know that
It was probably just cherry
It
picking.
came out after Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It didn't have a chance, and the budget was so low.
But remember, they're trying to bring it with the X-Men in the comics.
All bad, one good thing.
Supply failed miserably. Gee, it's only no one gave them an Inhuman Marvel. Trying to bring the movie with the Inhuman was a bad idea. Which led up to this event. Which, hang on, I need to tell you what it said.
Oh yeah, when did the Inhumans even come? I pretty it just came and went.
Yeah, no one remembers 17 like at the end.
The X-Men. This story sucked. Like they tried to bring the X-Men.
Yeah, I don't know which is them or the Eternals. They both are boring and overpowered and just they're not relatable. That's why they failed.
Yeah,
at least critically.
I haven't even caught up to that far yet, and I'm just climbing through the Amazing Spider-Man run up to a few issues with here and there.
I don't want to Spider-Man now.
Somewhere in the 500s right now. Just got past the Sins Past in my recent read through.
Speed of Spidey, Spider-Man on the comment, they're stupid and okay. I know this is a Doctor Strange spoiler cast, but I need to bring this up because this made me mad.
What?
Like, what the fuck are they doing? Thanks, Moira. Like, I need to bring this. Like, apparently,
they look like mini Sentinels, the ones that were taking
that's Moira X.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready to use MJ as a skin suit.
Yes. Use a skin suit in order to how about God.
All because she got tickets to the next what was it, the Fire Gala?
Yes.
By the way, hey, doesn't I remember reading at some point that doesn't the Marvel Universe have kind of slowed down or delayed time flow where
it
where 4 years for us is 1 year for them.
Mm-hmm.
So if they had one Hellfire Gala last year and another one this year, wouldn't that mean they have 2 Hellfire Galas during the same year?
I think so.
Probably, but new writers don't do continuity apparently.
No, continuity, what the fuck? Especially on Spider-Man.
Most of them.
Kind of strange because
Eternals, they had nothing to do with the rest of the MCU. It's like, where were they when the snap happened? Oh, they were just hanging out in space through thousands of years. Like they lived for thousands of years. Explain yourself. I don't know what they're talking about. Here it was more coherent. Yeah, it's a little bit jumbled, but it's coherent. It's short.
Yeah, it had to make sense.
This movie didn't drag on 20 extra minutes, which I was afraid of. Like, to ever check your Twitter messages. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yes, so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Black Ball, that was cool seeing him.
God.
Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's the page.
The way they did
that's the page.
I think was
especially the bottom panel. where she's like, I am literally intrigued and in awe in both of them. Like it was almost like a
That kind of excessive dialogue is pretty bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it is
The way
That
bad.
it
sounds
looks
like
anyway.
dialogue.
If any of you
That
have,
sounds like
I don't know
dialogue
anyone
out of
besides of
Attack
you,
of the
besides
Clones.
Tevia, who has watched what I have been doing on YouTube, because I write down everything I say in my videos, and I
oh,
have had to do kind of a lot of rewrites and cuts to make the sentences not be that long because.
yeah, because you can't drag out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know that.
and because reading them out loud, eventually it leads to that kind of point where voice going down, tone going down, and I try to say everything in the same tone without it getting dragged on and eventually toning down to going down. Because it's that kind of dialogue. You need to read it out loud to make sure it sounds believable and
yeah, exactly.
everything
Yeah.
else.
If it sounds
Yeah.
stupid,
Yeah,
it's going to sound stupid in a movie or in a show or in anything.
Yeah.
And just reading it is going to sound dumb.
Yeah,
Indeed.
should it at least even that point when the line read is done, when someone says, "Hey, shouldn't this part get some kind of reworks?"
I don't know who wrote that play. I think the guy wrote it. I think he wrote that.
It's
Yeah,
Gabby
I don't know.
Bear. Yeah, she wrote
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it is that one.
Know
Ugh,
my reputation, not
with
that
that book
quiet.
is crap. Like, no
Most of
one
what I
out
knew
there
about
got cancelled.
well,
It could be another way to fix that mistake. They'll retcon of that story to America Chavez in America, I think. I did not read that many series. I didn't give it him. The different things are so bad. But anyway, speaking of it, let's cut the chase. Okay, we've got the we see Black Bolt, we see Captain Britain, okay, Captain Carter from What If. We see Captain Marvel, not all Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel.
Yeah, the Monica Rambeau's mom. I'm like,
Yeah, Manga
he only came back
Mom?
because
That's not
Without-
what.
Without Maria Rambeau, you wouldn't have Monica Rambeau. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
she gets
probably
killed off by
because.
the Witch. I mean, Captain Marvel would have put up a fight against Scarlet Witch. It
Yeah.
wouldn't have.
Did they ever, by the way, even differentiate that which Rambo it was, or if the actor
it
was filling in for Brie Larson, who was unavailable to appear in the film?
Well, it's multiverse, so it's different Captain Marvel. It's not.
honestly,
Monica Rambeau.
I'm glad it wasn't Bree's interpretation because then she would have died.
Yeah,
No
I'm not.
sequel-
Yeah.
That's
Brie
and
or
that,
Scarlet Witch?
that a lot of people would really
Yeah.
hated Wanda for that.
Alternate universe versions probably they just didn't have any plot armors to survive.
Yeah. After that, we got Mr. Fantastic, we got Black Bolt, we got Maria Rambeau,
Normal,
Captain Carter, and finally we get the
that
bigger one,
reminds me.
Professor X.
Yes, sir.
I love the
So
way that Danny Elfman incorporated the '90s theme into his interest. I was like,
I catched
I
that too. Yeah.
prefer the '90s
Yeah, I'm
theme.
happy.
Yeah, I almost cried when hearing that.
Yeah, I was
Look at
fine. Oh, yeah,
I
yeah, the old champ in the 9 X-Men show.
I pretty
Now,
much
I've
just,
heard
I
some
recognize
people-
the theme
I've seen some
and
people,
recognize the. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I've heard some
Speak later.
people online talk about that he wasn't needed, that it ruins Logan for them. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? It's just
doesn't.
a
No, it doesn't. Logan still happened, and not in
Logan
this
still have it. It's
continuity.
a
But
different reality. Like, this confirmed usually
It's an alternate reality.
With that, it does open the door
It
for
ruin anything.
maybe, just
And
maybe
see-
Magneto. Hopefully.
And seeing Patrick Stewart here is like it felt at home. It felt
Yep.
right home with him.
It did.
One member okay, the two members are missing. They're missing Namor and missing Iron Man. Those members are from the Illuminati, but we didn't get them.
Namor has
Oh, well.
just was cast. They just cast
Yeah.
an actor, and Iron Man's dead, so they couldn't bring him back. It wouldn't have made any sense.
They could have used if Tom Cruise wasn't such a prideful
That's
person.
one
They could
thing
have
I
used the
wanted to-
original
I
casting
did
because
hear the
Tom
one
Cruise
that
was
I
the
heard about
original
that,
choice before they
yeah.
chose Robert Downey Jr.
Movie, but he would not have gotten killed in 5 minutes. Cruise doesn't do death scenes.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah,
do
that's exactly what
He
I
dies
meant.
in movies, you know.
that-
Except in
yeah,
the
the writer of the movie
movie, he doesn't.
said he wanted to use Tom Cruise as a variant of Iron Man, but because of his work schedule, he
Yeah,
couldn't
Mission
have
Impossible.
Yeah,
him
I
doing
heard
that.
about it because Mission
Top
Impossible
Gun
and
and all
then
that. Yeah.
He
other
talked
shit.
about
That's
Other
fine. I
stuff.
didn't need that because it would have been too big of a cameo. It would have distracted me from the rest of the film.
Yeah, I agree. Knowing him, he would probably do an ego at the end of the entire movie because his ego is that huge.
yeah, the writer he was trying to get Tom Cruise, and he was also trying to get Deadpool in there, which that didn't work out. Which
No,
that's fine.
that's fine. And
You got all the
you know, I'm
cameos
very
you
happy.
need.
And maybe not seeing him with the comic, but you know what? I would pass because it makes sense. Like different
Yeah,
version, and plus you can still get the Illuminati from the actual comics. Which hang on, and this group in the other comic did a lot of shit because
Yeah, I know.
these people.
yeah, with the cosmic, yes,
Oh
with
yeah,
different.
they caught the whole go to space. That's
Yeah,
Illuminati.
that's
Oh, they
what
caught
I'm
Civil War.
with the cosmic era. There's many different cosmic groups you can do. People, the Star Jammer. You can have Cyclops meet
Wasn't
his father.
Yep.
it was probably because I just saw that one Link Hara video, but according to that one video when he revealed the World War
Planet
Hulk,
Hulk.
when he said
World War
that
Hulk.
Illuminati was introduced by Bendis as a retcon to explain just why Hulk wasn't in Civil War.
Yep. Also, Sentry, the Angel Sentry in the other, which Sentry is a mess of a character. That character's a mess. Like trying to explain Sentry, I mean, it would take all day. But short version, he's very Superman, but a lot more unhinged and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Maybe I could show you. Yeah, that's Sentry. That's him. Like,
I
if
probably
anyone
wouldn't know.
got Superman, but I'm a crazy, I'm a unstable. He's like, oh yeah, he actually fought the Hulk.
Really? No.
In the fight. Hulk won, by the way.
Yeah.
Hulk won that fight.
Lol.
Yes,
And then
the
those three other fights
Illuminati.
when Hulk actually fought Superman, and
Seeing,
Superman won all fights.
seeing that group of
With the fight
heroes
in
in
2
this
seconds.
alternate. That was great, and also Xavier talking to Strange about Wanda and
Yeah.
the Darkhold.
Also,
That was great.
they bring the incursions.
Mm-hmm.
What the incursion about that?
Yeah, they've been teasing Secret Wars since Loki.
Secret War trying to
Yeah,
be
because they're doing Secret Invasion. Is one of the MCU shows on Disney Plus. I think at the end of the year in 2023, depending
Yes,
on.
but there's actually another event that's incursions. Which this event was big in 2015. Which this thing was built up to be a massive reboot for the Marvel Universe. At least that was the plan, at least for over Hickman. I think. I could be wrong with that because this thing got a lot of shit.
Whoa.
Short version, the motivated by coincidence, the Illuminati BS, shit, we fucked up. Like, oh well,
How
like,
many
look,
Secret
we never
Wars
ever
does
entered the
Marvel
light
have, by
bulb.
the way?
But you told us to get out to stop doing. I don't. We messed up. So quick, we never ever light bulb. But you guys screw everything up. I don't care. And this covered the entire reality of crashing down to two universes: the main universe and the open universe. And guess what happened? Guess. Just guess. Guys?
Well, I mean, the Ultimates weren't selling, so of course one of them had to go.
Yeah, I know we got blown up. And the only universe survived the main universe. Oh yeah, Doctor
Not
Doom.
cherry picked into being part of it.
He was God Doom.
Pretty sure that's the reason why we're getting an FF movie. So
Yeah, for God Doom. Which I'll be all for because I want a good Doctor Doom. I really do. We haven't had a good Doctor Doom in live action anything. After 4 attempts to do Doctor Doom right, we need a good Doctor Doom.
The 2005 version, that was about as close as you could have gotten, but yeah, we're gonna get a
In
good
design, mostly.
In design, yeah, but
in design. And who knows? With the success of that Fantastic Four movie in the MCU, we could see Galactus in the future.
But the first one we got was in the 90s, would take that movie never released in theory, only made to keep the lights. Superman 594 was because it was fine, whatever. I read Power to finally. The sequel on the Silver Surfer, garbage. They meant to correct this. Who the fuck did that for? It's not that hard, but no, you got me a big crowd for good reasons.
Now
we
with
got
Thanos
fantastic.
being so good and so representing Infinity War, Galactus, you can give people what they want, like the Accord thing.
Which I hate Fantastic. Fantastic one of the worst movies I've seen after that year. Then I know what videos I watched on Blu-ray.
It is. That
I never
those are two of the
want
most boring.
I never
It
want
was
to
so
see
slow.
that movie.
Yeah,
ever
that movie
again.
had a "Don't bother" written all over it.
Yeah,
That was a complete disaster.
it
Yes.
was a disaster. And that movie is based off the Ultimate Fantastic Four.
That's why the costumes sucked. At least in the Illuminati, they got Reed Richards' costume right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like
Ultimate Fantastic Four.
the comic.
That should have been easy. You could have got this comic with it.
Yeah,
No,
simple.
you fucked it up.
Again, Josh
Really,
Trank,
but
we
you
don't,
were
we don't. I'm not blaming you, Josh Trank. You
Kind
were
of
just
strange
getting
seeing Greg Land's artwork. Because
But-
if you have
We'll go
because
back
if
to
you
the zombie
if
one.
you read the early issues of Nightwing or Birds of Prey, and then go right from there to say the Ultimate Fantastic Force, where Greg Land is also the artist, you end up wondering what the hell happened to this guy, because his art in Nightwing and Birds of Prey was unbelievably amazing. And pretty much you could say they don't draw female characters the same way how Greg Land did Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that
Greg-
movie. I skipped it.
Well,
I meant
Greg
the
Land
original
in
Chuck
movie.
Dixon Birds of
Chuck
Prey
Dixon wrote
from
the
the
story
early
at the
2000s.
National Comedy Meeting. The movie is
Yeah. The
What's
movie. The movie is pretty much like a strange thing, because
it's more a Harley
Maybe-
Quinn movie. But
Yeah, it is.
it's more of a Harley Quinn
Actually,
movie. They should have just
Deadpool,
called it Harley Quinn
The
and the
R
Birds
rating,
of
which
Prey.
was not needed. They only did that because Joker was successful, and then
yeah,
it's a sexist pig, and I'm like, yeah, this is not for me. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, they didn't
Black
really
Panther's great. Even Greg
Why
Land.
did
Anyone
you
at
see
DC
the
even
in this movie? That's why she got the screen time.
anyone new at DC doesn't really even know how to write the Joker outside of being
Yeah,
also being a domestic abuser to watch Harley.
yeah, I don't
If you
want
have
to.
if you have a veteran writer, I mean a veteran writer who has been written the Joker in the past, I mean they could probably write Harley a Joker better, like he's been done there. But then there are the one thing that the editors today, they probably tell, no, you can't write them like that. You need to do it like this, like the others do.
Spineless idiots. But anyways.
I ranted more about that in my Injustice game review.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Illuminati, they get killed real quickly, which is, I think,
Before we get to that, Illuminati,
We also got the alternate version of Dr. Palmer.
Yeah, that's true. Dr. Palmer does show up at the end of the movie, and talk to Doctor Strange about the Illuminati, and then the Illuminati actually talk to Doctor Strange about why they have to kill their Doctor Strange. Apparently, they had to kill their Doctor Strange because he had covered the Darkhold. But also a bonus. Then the defeating Thanos, they said, "Fuck it." Like Doctor Strange got caught by Doctor Strange, we're gonna kill him. But
Based
he
on that
saved
one
you
panel,
guys. Like he saved your universe, but no, they gotta kill him.
based on that one panel from I don't know from where, I think that world panel was killed by Doctor Doom.
Oh yeah, Secret Wars, but Nathan Blackwell killed him. Very brutal and very sad.
Who's barking?
Strategically speaking, if you have certain power sets and the enemy is whatever it is, then just distract the enemy from few people, put the weapon at some point, then when the line of fire just
Well, basically, what's your opinion on killing Doctor Strange?
What's my opinion on what?
The Illuminati killing Doctor Strange, their Doctor Strange.
I'm not surprised. I mean, it's the Illuminati, so you know
Yeah,
they've done far worse than that. But
true.
I just feel like they were just trying to be, different. Or same with like when they got killed off, they were trying to, I guess,
Yeah,
subvert.
Yeah.
I was
Which
fine with.
we'll get that blue eye murder scene in a sec.
Yeah, I was
After
fine with the way the Illuminati got killed off. It
yeah,
didn't
but
need
they
to
got
go on
blue
for
eye
2 minutes.
Wanda go down in the body of the other Wanda. She,
Wanda just went straight up fucking savage, like,
yeah, she killed all
whoa,
the Ultrons
what
in
the
2 seconds, and then
like,
the Illuminati go after
bro?
Wanda, and it did not go well. They got killed off
Makes you wonder what
brutally.
kind of life the other worlds Wanda had in how she realized her powers and how she reached that point in her life and ultimately didn't have the strength or powers to fight the other Wanda.
That's what I wondered. Well,
Yeah, and
because
I was
they get that
that
one by one.
entire scene where she kills the Illuminati. I was like, calm, Wanda, calm down. And then
I know.
the way she sews Black Bolt's mouth shut, it reminded me of that scene in the Matrix with
Yeah,
Neo
with
getting his
Neo.
mouth shut. I was like, what the
Mhm.
Best
That was
way,
insane. That head explodes. Which
His head
what?
explodes. Yeah.
Holy
the
shit!
entire the entire definition was
this
basically
that
like
entire
I
moment?
have no
I was
mouth
like,
and yet I must scream.
girl,
Yeah.
I was like,
Like,
they really pushing it to a radar. As far as
yeah,
her
they
just
did.
killing Mr. Fantastic, the variant of Mr. Fantastic, the way she did, I was like,
Mr. Pentagon had 2 kids. Franklin Richard and Beloit Richard, you having 2 kids, which that made me happy. Why?
they mentioned
Because
the
okay,
kid. That was
yes,
that was very surprising. I didn't expect them to mention Reed and Sue's kids. I was like,
yeah,
that's an interesting way they could go somewhere in the solo Fantastic Four in the
yeah.
future.
Franklin and Beloit, which I'm hoping, praying to God we get both Franklin and Beloit. Why? Because all 3 people we got were failures. So it's one to give it every do them, please. Oh yeah,
But
wait, that's the power back. Like Duke
those
Franklin and New Beloit.
Franklin Richards.
Yep. Got one.
Yeah,
Done better.
since you're setting up the Young Avengers, why not make them a part of it?
Yeah, because Franklin is reality woven with the powerful character. Beloit is super smart, but she
I
has like
did
a lot more interesting girl. I do like a
I
story.
did watch a documentary on the comics of Fantastic Four on my Fantastic Four DVD on the second disc that contains the extended edition. They talk about the kids a little bit there. So,
Yeah.
but Wanda just straight up massacred him, and then with with Captain Marvel
Captain
and
Marvel and
Agent Carter,
Captain Carter.
that was I was like, okay,
Also
am I
was
starting to lose respect for Wanda at this point, or but
Captain Carter gets
that's
sliced in
the
half.
that's kind of the point. Wanda's on the hinge, and then the way she took out Captain Marvel with just a statue, I was like, that was a little too easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that was
was.
really.
But Captain Carter, the way using the shield, I'm surprised she didn't just really cut her in half. But ultimately, they would have gotten the radar. But getting killed with their own shield, I was like, "Holy fuck, man!
Yeah,
This
that was
is some next
insane.
level hard. This
and
is
Like
that was one of
Nightmare
those
on Elm Street
we didn't
evil
edited
see it,
for
but
PG
it was
rating.
implied she was sliced in half.
You can tell that was one of those edited for PG rating deaths because
PG-13.
I'm
It
pretty
just
sure
was
Sam
all they
Raimi
were
wanted to
showing you after
show
the
her
podcast.
getting cut in
violence in this
half,
movie.
but
They didn't hold back.
Yeah, they
rating.
know bad. Like, take notes,
The
Sony.
minute they
They just do
the
the
minute they
violent movie
said this
done
is
right.
gonna be full on horror, they meant it. I'm like, you lived
Yep.
up to it.
Yep. Then,
Which
oh
only
yeah, I
has
forgot.
me.
Before, after the Illuminati killed her, that one Illuminati member that Professor X. But Professor X goes talk to
Mhm.
Doctor Strange about to do with the cup. If you get out of the cuffs, then I think just because someone lost their way. I forget the actual line, but
I,
Professor does say that to
the
Doctor
line
Strange.
he said in Days of Future Past: just because
Yes,
someone stumbled doesn't mean they lost their way.
yeah,
I,
but basically, what do you
I,
think
I,
of Professor
that,
saying that line to Doctor Strange?
Depending on what.
yeah, that
What,
was that is
talking to
one of
Doctor
the best.
Strange about the line.
Yes, that is something Professor Xavier he would say.
Yeah, well, what do you think of Professor X? Right, basically,
The thing is, I was kind of on. I get why he was there.
Yeah.
I I'm be honest, I was kind of tired of seeing Patrick Stewart. Problem is because before I watched this movie, I was watching Picard, so
oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
like going from that to over here is like, oh, I don't want to see you right now.
yeah.
But I mean, he's fine. He's just Patrick Stewart playing as Professor X. Nothing. But one thing I didn't like though was when Wanda killed him, or like
Yeah.
how
Oh yeah,
did it?
he's
That
stabbed his neck
Yeah.
Most powerful
in the
telepath.
mind
Yeah,
verse.
no, just bat.
That was
I like the
insane.
way that scene was played out, where it's like he's trying to get into her mind, and you get the shot of Wanda as you zoom into
Yeah,
her
from the
eye
eyeball.
as you're inside her point of view. I was like, this was very cool, and then
Yeah, and then he
he's
said,
trying.
actually,
Did
they see
you
the
see
other
her? He's
Wanda,
trying to help
the
her.
Earth 838 Wanda, Trap and Rumble. And then she Scarlet Witch
He's
and
trying,
Your
Red
magical
Cloud.
powers kind of give you some kind of
yeah, and
upgrade
he's trying to
or
help her.
power boost that trumps over regular telepathy, the
Yeah,
telepathic abilities.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
she
Look,
he was
snapped
trying
that.
and
to help the other water, and then the way she just snapped his neck, I'm like, good, my God, okay, Juan, you're going too far, Wanda. You're
Yeah,
going
that
too
was
far.
insane.
I was more
But
busy just thinking
that
how.
was ambitious to do that for
Yeah,
them to go that route.
yeah, and then
I don't
like
know.
Wanda
I
tried
look
to
at that
execute.
scene and I'm like, oh, we're gonna keep making her more powerful. I'm kind of getting a little bit exhausted by because she's not the only character that has this problem. Let me give you an example. Raven from DC Comics,
Raven
where
DC Comics.
both
Yeah,
characters have
Yeah. They're so
like their
dark.
power is
Yeah.
based on plot. So
yeah.
whatever the plot is, the powers have to accommodate for it. So if we need time travel, both of them happen to have time travel abilities. If we need anybody to read minds, both of them happen to have mind reading abilities.
I don't want to look at
That
time travel abilities.
that
When are we get
somehow
time travel?
reminds me of that. What was it? That very old Super Friends episode where where was it Superman and Aquaman or someone who got stranded in the past, and when they left a message at where Hall of Justice would have been built, Green Lantern find it, and all of a sudden the Green Lantern ring could use time travel.
What? What was that stuff?
Yeah,
Huh?
Yeah, that was in a old
the
Hanna
Super Friends
Barbera
episode.
Super Friends episode. It just I was just reminded of that when you said that so that you can have time travel powers.
God, this so weird.
But I only mentioned this because I'm just going back to like the scene with Professor X
Yeah.
and Scarlet Witch. She shouldn't be able to kill him or even overcome Professor X at all. But it happened because we
Well,
needed him to
Technically,
die.
she did it in House of M, which is
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a homage to the House of N.
No, I
And
get the
but
reference. I
again,
just
yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
It's just this is
I
what
understand.
happens when you mess with dark magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this
Oh
is
yeah.
regular
Speaking
Wanda.
of the Dark Hole, I completely
Fuck
forgot.
you up.
Didn't remind me. But I completely forgot the scene after the DC Dreamwalks. Um, Wong and the other sorcerer, they get captured. Wong gets tortured by Wanda, by Scarlet Witch, but then after the other sorcerer destroyed the Darkhold, and then she's like, Billy, tell me, and then she freaks out and goes out to Billy Wong to find the original Darkhold. But the original Darkhold is actually that huge tower in Wondergore.
Did we
Which,
cover already the fact that the Wondergore and Darkhold's writings had prophesized Wanda to become evil
yeah.
centuries, if not millennia, before she was even born?
Thought that was a massive ass pull just to justify all this.
I guess then. Here's the thing about that. I did some research. Apparently, that they look into Kafan. Okay, who's Kafan about that? Okay, this is a lot from more magic stuff. And yeah, Kafan is a demon that prophesied Wanda becomes Scarlet Witch. It's a
Oh.
long story. And he had to control the Scarlet Witch. Yeah, that's him.
Why not just have him in the movie? I mean, why go the
I'm
extra
gonna,
mile?
I'm gonna go save him for something else. What the? Okay, I don't want to have a Kafan. Why is he a demon guy? Weird. I'm more fan of this Kafan more than this version. With the Cthulhu monster version. This ending looks lame. What the hell? Yeah.
Devil May
Damn
Cry.
model.
Okay,
that
by
one
that
was
design, it
scary.
looks like an very old character. But
Yeah.
when saying that it was prophesied by that character, that I don't know, but that kind of makes it sound like a plot device.
Well, Kafan was made in I think the 1960s or 70s. I don't know which one was created.
Yeah, like I said, this wasn't Scarlet Witch just naturally came to the conclusion of wanting to wreck shit. No, this was all prophesized for some ungodly reason.
Yeah. Which
I'm
as I
surprised they
said,
didn't go with
I
Loki
don't want
that
to
it was actually
destroy
planned.
the Darkhold. They get the good Darkhold without the created by the demon Kafan, which makes her more powerful. And she had to go crazy and kill the Illuminati. They all get killed off except for one, Baron Mordo. After Doctor Strange, I did put out the Cubs, obviously, then the Baron Mordo, which is pretty cool. I was annoyed that Baron Mordo got thrown on the side. I see that the Doctor Strange is not, you're actually not like you, which, that's kind of disappointing. Oh well.
Yeah, oh well.
Right. I wish I was in Baron Mordo, but fine. Let's see. Oh yeah, after the Doctor Strange and American Shadow escape, we went to Christian Palmer after getting American Shadow out of the cage. Oh yeah, she went. Oh yeah, but they're in a cage. I guess she's in that cage. My bad. They go into this room with the another book, the book of Shashanti. After Christine, Doctor
The
Strange, and
Great
American Shadow.
Adjustment, basically, yeah.
Yeah, after they get saved by Wanda.
How did they have only one
and
copy of that book in all of multiverse in existence, but multiple copies of the
Darkhold?
Darkhold?
Because plot.
Right.
I mean,
Ugh.
and
Yeah.
what, ruin the plot? I guess.
Well, after Wanda tried to go after Doctor Strange and Mega Savage and Christie, that's been for a horror movie where she did not want to stop. She went for Terminator.
She didn't need to. She could have just mind manipulated Chavez to get what she
She
wanted.
wanted,
Or
yeah,
just ask nicely.
this
No,
is
she didn't
a
give it. She's
thing.
so
In the way they portrayed Wanda here, with what Biscuit just said, with her manipulation, it's like she knows that she's doing wrong, but because of her
she didn't give a damn.
motivation, as I said, you do feel some sympathy for her. I still felt sympathy for her, even though what she's doing is wrong. Wrong.
Yeah. It was more intense because she didn't give a damn. Nope. I'm gonna stick. Let's go even if I have to take the time over to the ground.
I
Yeah,
don't know
the
if
guy
that's something that could be felt sympathy for. For most of these things, when I kind of look at reasons to respect or sympathize or look some kind of in the villains or something like that, it's not mostly just in the motivations of what they do, but mostly just how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, after like when Doctor Strange managed of it and Christian Palmer at the escape, Scarlet Witch, Scarlet Witch at the I think the Dark would get destroyed in the main universe. I could get my scene mixed up wrong, so I tried to stop Wanda, but nope, he gets put in off a cliff and nearly dies. But thanks to that,
You think so? You think he dies? He doesn't die.
yeah, which that really good. No, I thought they would come off, but okay, he survived. Yay! But then you get three demons. Well, then two demons with a
Yeah, it looks like
guardian.
Constantine. It reminded me of the Constantine movie.
Yeah, or Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they got Sam Raimi, probably.
Yep. We're thinking he directed the Evil Dead. It's his baby, so I'm glad they went for horror. Because unlike many Morbius, which failed, which that did not
Yeah,
fail,
that's overwhelming.
horror movie, that felt more a horror movie. Gee, it's almost like the people who made the movie are much smarter. Well, take notes, Sony. You gotta do a villain
You
movie done right.
failed, Sony. You have failed this city.
Yeah, like, stop trying to make a villain movie. You're bad at it. Now we got El Muerto movie. Who did El Muerto? Ah, who cares?
I don't know who it was, but somebody said that if Sony wants to do villain movies, they should have Spider-Man be the antagonist in every one.
I agree because they keep failing.
Just have
Yeah,
That makes
have
sense.
build
When
the
it's
villains
not there,
up,
there's
have them
something-
and end their stories by having them getting beaten up by Spider-Man.
Yeah. Apparently, Criminal's got a chameleon in it, and he's the main villain. Why?
According to someone actually even said that Carnage probably wouldn't have died at the end of Venom 2 if Spider-Man had been there.
I know, but he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Just in a
You
post
know
credit
who-
scene. Doesn't
Now,
He just showed up in
Now-
this movie in a post-credit scene, and then he gets to go back to the Sony, but nope. Well, that'll wait after putting Venom. Why did you put Venom in this movie? He did nothing.
Yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't.
well, who cares?
We are
Probably
drunk.
got
We were
out
drunk. We
storyline.
signed up.
Like they had the behind the scenes images of Tobey Maguire fighting Spider-Man fighting Green Goblin, but that was cut. They probably had interactions or something other things to do during the fight or anything that would have about since they hadn't seen each other since Green Goblin died, so it would have been interesting to see whatever there was because that Goblin never died and Spider-Man and Tobey's Spider-Man saw him die, so that interaction would have been like it could have been taunting him about killing him or whatever. Like the Goblin probably didn't know how he would have died if he was picked up from at the bridge or before they ended up in the rundown building where they fought, and just knowing that he dies fighting Spider-Man, it would have been a kind of anything kind of taunting up against him about what he did or didn't do.
To be fair, Tobey Spider-Man did stay again, Tom Holland Spider-Man, and that made me happy because yay! Like he redeemed himself, and then he only stabbed. I thought he'd be killed off, but thank God he was not killed off. That would break my heart. But I was so happy that all the two of them survived, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. They both made it. I mean, the ASM movie, that movie Garfield. I don't blame him. I mean, more annoying than that one, but thank God again Andrew Garfield Spider-Man Redemption. Right. So yay. So we got the finale of those three characters, and we do review of Spider-Man. But back to Doctor Strange. Okay. After Betty Doctor Strange, you have to watch to Betty operate the door. We get the book of Vishanti, but that book gets destroyed by Wanda. Oops.
No!
Yeah, the only copy in their whole existence, just gone.
Yep. But we do see a star on that book, which connects to America Chavez. With basically, you remember, did the Book of Vishanti connect to America Chavez in the comics?
Like I said, not a Marvel dude, so
yeah.
This is way beyond my level of expertise.
My expertise is just going what I have read from going through Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. I don't know the Book of Vision connects to America Chavez. I don't think it does. He's fine with the movie, but after the Book of Vision gets destroyed, Wanda actually kidnapped America Chavez, but then used her power to put all Doctor Strange and Christine Palmer to another universe, which is the universe that got blood into an incursion, which is not good because that universe is dying. Which way to better to evil Doctor Strange?
Yeah, with the eye.
Yep.
Oh, I was kind of hoping he was the villain of this movie, but whatever.
And yeah, they.
Well, basically, what's your better evil Doctor Strange?
I love him. Why wasn't he the whole thing in this movie? I really didn't want Scarlet Witch to be involved that much, but whatever.
Well, they didn't want there to be a cameo. That would have been a waste of Elizabeth's.
Yeah, that would not that made a cameo. That would have been not unsatisfying.
I also
But
find it
Yeah.
funny how his motivation
On thematic levels,
is
the other
basically the
strange
same as the
ones.
Scarlet Witch, which makes me
Yeah.
wonder: was he originally the villain before the decision was
Probably
made?
before
Probably.
WandaVision had to be put on Disney Plus because of the pandemic, but we don't talk
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, that Evil Strange. Yeah, I like they make them black and white, and that
Yeah.
fight with the music was
Music notes, yeah.
that was
Yeah,
great.
that was cool.
Creative.
Different. I've never
Creative.
the
seen that
evil,
in any MCU movie.
the evil
Fight music.
strange, that was cool
That's
with the
great.
That
music.
was
No,
cool.
so I,
Uh,
Some people
that
feel that
movie.
Evil Doctor
some kind of
Strange
Disney rules probably
was
too,
the Doctor
because
Strange from What If,
Mhm.
but I don't think so. I don't think
uh,
the Doctor Strange
different
No,
was
weird
it's
too.
was
just
That
was
that
the
that
Doctor
that
Strange.
that
completely
version has a kind of similar goatee as the main Doctor
Kind of
Strange,
morbid. Yeah.
and the other and the movie version had a whole.
Anyway,
Damn, I
continue.
hate this bald spot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but some people did the Evil Doctor Strange from the What If show. I don't think so. I don't think that
Uh,
was Evil Doctor Strange from the What If because at the end of What If, he technically redeemed himself. He fought Ultron. So I don't think this was the Evil Doctor Strange from What If show. This Evil Doctor Strange was doing Evil Doctor Strange. So I just confusing. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get Evil Doctor Strange to this Doctor Strange. You know what? Fuck it. Like I'm gonna call Evil Doctor Strange from either. And then if I do the music. But you Doctor Strange does explain that the reason why he was doing this because he wanted to see that the any adolescents happy. Because that's the only theme in the movie. Are you happy?
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much what I focused on in my review.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, all Doctor Strange, even Doctor Strange explained that thing just got oh okay that one was not in the movie. The other one in the trailer. She was
Uh,
in Darkhold. Van Darkhold corrupted him like Wanda. And yeah, she goes very crazy. Try to kill all Doctor Strange, and then he dies.
Mhm.
Very cool, guys.
by
He's
the way,
impaled.
Impaled. Yeah, that's a Mortal Kombat death, right?
Yeah.
by the way, that actually makes me kind of strange in looking at it, since based on the conversation that those strangers had, the corrupted version said that he pretty much ended up was kind of like if America Chavez had never arrived in his world and he had left the wedding having lied to both himself and to Christine,
Yeah.
and then gone home and eventually got in the dark hole. But in the other Stevens world, Darkhold was in Wanda's possession. So
Yes.
what was the thing with that universe, Wanda, and her not probably having Darkhold in her possession?
Good question, because that universe was dying anyway, and actually, I don't mind me. Speaking of that, that other universe, that dying of an incursion. Um, where whatever in that world. If you ain't that universe was dead, there's barely no one there. There's no other hero. They're gone. Coming at one episode where the universe got blown up. Yeah.
This is the same universe where evil Doctor Strange is in, right? When they had to fight with regular Doctor Strange with the music notes. That's the universe you're talking about?
Yes.
Like, where's everyone? They're all dead. The incursions
Yeah,
happen.
but that actually makes me also. How did they die? How does one die in the incursion events?
I was under the impression that it was just two Earths colliding, and
Yes.
I'm assuming if like either one Earth dies or both of them dies, which by means of blowing up. That's
Yes.
how I saw the visual anyway.
Kind of
I
like
have
in
to,
Grant Morrison's JLA Earth 2.
yeah, kind of like that.
I just reviewed it was it 2 weeks ago or last week. There was the time where they had both Earths being colliding and or something happened. But did that? There's actually also raises the question: does that happen immediately, or does it happen in some kind of delay where they can see it happening and try to prevent it from happening?
in the comics, it was they see it coming, and then they'll try to figure out a way to prevent it. In fact, I think one
Yeah,
of them
Captain
decided
America
to use
was
the
part of the Illuminati. He joined the Illuminati after the first like I showed up and invented the X-Men.
Yep.
He invented the X-Men to tell a story.
I think
Uh,
actually that's the same story where they decided to use the Infinity Gauntlet to destroy the other universe that was coming, and
yeah,
led to
which
Captain
failed.
America leaving.
Yeah,
Destroy and not
after
push.
he had mind
Destroy and
wipe, he
just
had
not
mind
push
with
it
Doctor
back.
Strange.
Well, it was originally to push it back, but they destroyed it.
Yeah, the Infinity didn't get blown up. They got destroyed. The only thing of in the what the
Well, means and results.
Maybe we'll get an answer in the future films, but
maybe.
I'm not sure that that is something that
Yeah,
they'll keep
I
in
found one
mind.
kind with the incursion where the two they cram together. They get blown up.
Yeah, I have to assume that how this is going to be set up is we're literally going to see the other Earth like we see the moon, and then it'll probably
Yeah,
get like closer
from
and
Majora's
closer.
Mask. Where the Dread and the two are getting blown up. Or as you Black Panther, whatever with the Earth. And then
But they made it seem like in the movie that the collision happened, both Earths, blown up. But
yeah,
how does this area still kept intact? Like
magic maybe.
I was
That's
thinking about that while I was watching that scene, but I'm not even sure.
Yeah,
So
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
there's just too many questions.
Yeah.
From the
Maybe we'll get
implications.
answered in the Doctor Strange movie, which we'll get that later for the credit scene. Okay. After evil Doctor Strange gets impaled, which very brutally, all Doctor Strange use the Darkhold, which Kristen said, like, all your Doctor Strange are all the same, but you keep using at the bad idea. But I think that's what she said. I could be wrong with that.
well,
After
yeah,
evil Doctor Strange gets impaled, Christine goes to all Doctor Strange, use the Darkhold to save Amanda Chavez. Which that plan activated you dream walking to go to a body. However, the body that uses is that it's the other Doctor
Yeah,
Strange who died in the
Patering.
beginning.
Doctor Strange, yeah.
Yeah, which was the zombie Strange.
Ah,
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that
or
make
Revenant Strange,
Yeah,
depending on
Revenant Strange.
which.
That
Other
was
places called
I
Revenant.
love that
Or
zombie. Sorry.
Puppeteer Revenant.
Yeah. And then you get all the sword to the dam.
Mm-hmm.
But that was creepy. Like all sorts of dam and talk to Doctor Strange, it's kinda like from Evil Dead. But basically what do you mean of Zombie Strange?
Pretty much the reason why they brought Sam Raimi again.
yeah, I love it. I love it. What can I say?
yeah,
And it
it's
looks really good too.
it
His attacks also are like dead based. You can tell visually.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then one to dream watch, you hypocrite. Alright, see, you had to go after Evil Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Does it count
zombie
as
Strange,
dream
that
walking is if it's not on another version, but it's just puppeteering a corpse?
Yeah. And
Now
then
it's
sword to the
officially you
dam.
can just possess any corpse as long as it's a version of you.
Yeah. Like if it's living or dead.
I wonder how this is work with cloning.
Oh,
That's what I wonder. Because if we do the Pro Song and Spider-Man, it's not being insane to do that.
I paid good money just to see them attempt to do it.
If Sony tried to do it, I might mess it up. But I can see what they do. It's like, fuck it. Let's do Pro Saga. And do Kane Benoit. But Kane Benoit, they're completely carried. They don't adapt them. You need to do What the fuck? I want to do the open Pro Saga. But open Pro didn't have Benoit. Open Pro Saga, open Spider-Man. Okay, you're confused. Okay. Context. The open contract is the open code from the open universe, which okay. This is about a lot explanation. Short version, it's the contract but done better.
Can it be done better? Do we want it to be done better? Can we just like move on from clones?
Yeah.
On some point, the
Like,
Clone
that,
Wars
that,
was
that's
done
the contract I'm referring to
right
open
or
contract
better
from Bendis.
off screen in the animated Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s.
Yeah. But I'm going to this Clone Saga, the Omen Clone Saga from Bendis,
on some level.
with that's Omen Jessica Drew. Like
Seen
I,
it.
I love this character, and this Sassy's gone. Thanks, better get Marvel destroying Omen. Anyway.
I thought she
my
was.
character.
I thought she was just around. They just didn't do anything with her. Like they brought her back in Spider Verse, but then that's it.
She been Spider-Verse and then she died. Well, no, that's not she died. She's been the first Spider-Verse.
Set up for nothing.
And then in Open End, she got blown up. And then Open End came back in Spider-Man 2. It was stupid. Spider-Man 2 is a terrible story. Oh yeah, I forgot. Open Manager and she got turned into this. That's the Cane.
Oh yeah, I remember. I have read it and gone through the Ultimate Spider-Man run a couple of times. So
yeah,
I remember.
Always Spider My Bendit is a good series. I like that series.
Yeah,
the problem with that series when it ended, my last series never get finished because fucking the Returns happened and sequels happened and blew everything up.
I think one of the main reasons why why the Ultimate Spider-Man stands out as an example of good Bendis writing is because that was a series on its own that he actually could write from beginning to end and not build on someone else's work.
Yeah.
Basically, Bendis is better when he's writing, his own universe shit. Basically.
Yeah. Trying to let the shit of bed. As I said, if Sean gets into the Clone Saga, fine. Attack the Clone Saga and see what happens. I'm sure you won't fail miserably. They got failed miserably to adapt this story. At least the 9 Clone Saga. I am so done calling Marvel.
Why not? Why not adapt Sin's Past too? While we're at it.
Oh yeah.
Sin's Past 2.
Or you Chasm, who's been lying, been evil.
Why stop there? One more day, just to complete the trilogy.
Yeah. I am so tired of Marvel treating men like garbage. Stop making them evil. You fucked them too many times. Stop it.
Yeah, this is why we should have editors who actually tell the writers what not to do.
To be fair, some of these decisions were made by editors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but in some cases there should be in the way of if that's been done, don't do it again. We have and we just got past that. So don't go.
I wish things have been retconned. They reckon that still have existence.
Oh.
Thank Nick Spencer. Then we'll kind of send Pat. We that one problem solved. One more day still not retcon, but fine. We got my wish. I got Spider-Go. We did back to me universe. Kind of future, but then to the recent story, I'm never gonna get that future because Marvel had to screw more again. Wait, that's no way, but we're good Doctor Strange. Okay, after Doctor Strange to Dreamwalker to Zombie Strange, she go after Wanda with a badass soul cape, but that's a pretty cool, badass, awesome. And the attack on the Scarlet Witch, which is pretty cool. However, Zombie Strange is not powerful enough against Scarlet Witch. The Scarlet Witch is still powerful, which is pretty cool. And then Wong shows up. Yay! And Wong kills the magic hook. Guys? Anybody in Zombie Strange?
John, what is your thoughts on Zombie Strange?
Yeah.
Because John, he hasn't been able to
John,
say.
what's your opinion?
My opinion on Zombie Strange?
Yeah.
It's great. He looks great. Like, it's a makeup effect that we've never seen in the MCU like this, like with this face like half off and the hands and everything. It just looks it looks creepy and it doesn't look bad. It it's a great design. It's freaky. It's something different that we've never seen in any of things in Phase 4. Like nothing. The strangest thing I saw in Phase 4 was Moon Knight, but I don't want to talk about that. But anyway,
Moon Knight I thought was fine, but
there was not enough Moon Knight in it. It's called Moon Knight, and it's really about it. And it's all the personality.
It's not. It's not even passable. It was mostly underwhelming, and I
Yeah,
only
it was
watched it
underwhelming.
while,
I was
What
bored
underwhelming?
for most of
and
it.
I pretty much only watched
Yeah,
Moon Knight on the
I have to
background while
admit,
I was editing some
I
of my
did
videos.
enjoy most of it, and I hated some of it. But at the end of the
Yeah.
day,
It
it's
was
an
most.
underwhelmingly fine MCU show, but it
But I
needed
got
more
it.
Moon
I
Knight.
don't want to see that again.
Oscar
This one
Isaac, the
got the
show
end.
would have been more accurate comparison
Yeah.
because
Moon
Oscar
Knight
Isaac
probably an
carried
okay
the entire
show, but
show with his
honestly,
performance.
I was
It doesn't
disappointed
need
with.
a second season. I'm over it. I just want to get to the next one in June. But anyway, yeah, this battle at the end was really visually stunning,
Yeah, it was.
and it ends quick. It doesn't take forever, to get to.
Yeah, like Scarlet Witch Dreamwalker hypocrite. She go after the Zombie Strange. Scarlet Witch beats Zombie Strange, but Zombie Strange Dr. Mega Chavez, who we're at the power inside of
Kind of
all
almost
witches.
there, I guess. And
Which
then
is
Yeah,
not
and that
underwhelming, but I went back because she didn't defeat Scarlet Witch. No. Scarlet Witch is more powerful than Chavez. She just said, "Fine, you want to see your kids? Let's show your kid, but not the way you want it." And it's pretty cool. With the Scarlet Witch, me and her other so and or me the kids and the kids that want to see the
That
monster, which are the
that moment when her kids has see how far gone she is, and she
yeah
attacks the other variant of her mom, man. She's literally yelling, "Stop it!" when they're throwing things at her. I'm like, "What do you mean stop it? They're afraid of you."
yeah
And
they're little.
then when you see her
Folks.
other variant of herself, it goes over to her, and this is the moment where Wanda comes to a realization:
that
I've gone too
I'm a
far.
monster.
I'm a monster. I have to destroy this book.
Yeah,
And I'm going to admit, the two times I've seen this, it got an emotional reaction out of me.
same.
Well, I
I
felt
to
something. I
be,
felt cry because I was so overwhelmed by all that's happened.
Yeah,
and when she looks at Zombie Strange and says, "I have opened up the dark holes. I have to destroy them," and she
all of
does
it.
destroy them,
Every
all of them, and
that actually makes
she
kind of
does
how do you
destroy.
destroy every version of something in every reality? Are they connect or is there an in built-in connection between all the versions of them?
I guess that's one best guess. It's magic. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Well, basically, what do you
so
mean Scarlet Witch destroying the dog with me or kids again?
It's like how
and
Pika
so
Shade said, like you destroy one, how do you destroy all of them? Are you telling me they're all
yeah.
interconnected, or did they all come from this one thing? I don't get the science behind this.
Well,
It's
it's magic, not science.
Where's magic? We
not.
ain't gotta explain shit. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But we gotta explain it. No, fuck it.
yes. Wanda, she decides she's going to have to let go of this obsession.
Yeah.
She ends up destroying the building it is, and
Destroying the
honestly,
entire
I'm gonna
temple.
say I don't think she's not. I'm gonna say right
She's
now, she's
not
not
dead.
dead. That's not the
I
last
go
of the
BS
time
on that.
because
She's not dead.
She's
you
gonna die
see
like green now.
because of you see a red light, it goes poof before as the building collapses, and that does give a hint that she made it out of there. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
Ghost
she's
in the
not
and plus with
dead,
Marvel
then that would have been
and
a
with Kevin
complete
Feige
waste
and
of whatever
Marvel
redemption
and
there was or whatever
hearing
atonement he tried to get.
yes, and with Marvel and Kevin Feige and hearing what Elizabeth Olsen wants to do with this character in the future, they're not done with Wanda just yet. I do feel like they're going to end up giving her a redemption arc in the future,
Yeah.
whether it's the rumored Scarlet Witch trilogy or just a solo movie, or just something. We are going to see this character again,
House of
or
M.
maybe in
House
House
of
of
M,
M.
maybe. Well, I can't. They
But
can't do House of M. House of M may wander in the villain, and they can't do that again. So my best. Oh yeah, the Avengers Assemble. I hate that story. Avengers Assemble destroy Scarlet Witch character by making it more clearly, which that event led up to House of M. Okay, voted on
do
Avengers Assemble. Avengers Assemble is a big Avengers story by Bendis, and it's not good. It's very very bad. How bad is it? Well, stupid and it's stupid. It had a very good disassembled
Wow.
vision and the car scar went to go crazy and it went stupid. I can't explain
But
all
yeah,
of it. It's a mess and it'll make my head I think explode.
yeah,
That's
as
because my
I'm
friend who
saying,
wrote the story. That's all I need to know.
yeah, as I'm saying, yes, Wanda, we are going to see this character again because I have heard that Elizabeth Olsen has signed extended her contract, and we're going to have
Yeah.
7 more years now to see her. So we
Good.
are going to get a redemption arc, and if anything, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it will be a solo movie. I'm not sure if it'll be the Agatha show. I'm not sure if it'll be if they ever do sex scenes of Hawkeye, which I would like to see her go somehow go to Hawkeye and find some
They could
redemption.
do Children of Crusade, which is a young Avengers story that had
Yeah,
Scarlet Witch
Twitter
acting meet of
Crusade.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
Or they could
she
just
will
have
get with.
wait for a while, let her stay on the back burner, and then bring back in some other story without announcing her coming back, so that there will
Yeah.
be whatever
Yeah,
emotional weight for when she comes back. Because if
Yeah,
you
because
know that
at
she's
the end
coming
it has
back,
of
then that's
she
gonna
lose her
ruin
memory.
whatever there is gonna be. Because there are going to be expectations, and it will be
yeah,
better with no expectations if they don't let anyone know that when and how she is coming back.
Yeah.
yeah. There is a lot of going to be a lot of especially since now Wanda is one of the MCU's most fan favorite characters,
Yeah.
and
And she the hell and villain at the in the at the MCU because she started as a villain in Age of Ultron, became a hero at the end of Age of Ultron, went in with Vision in Civil War, kind of sort of. Got captured by Iron Man. Thanks, Tony Stark. Thanks, Chuck. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
Tony Stark was a
Then
jerk.
Infinity War, lost Vision. Went crazy in WandaVision. You know she didn't want to hurt anyone, but technically being and she didn't believe. Then went crazy in this movie, and now she may be in something else. What movie she'll be in? Who knows? We'll probably find out in the future.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. He will return.
Yeah. Um. Okay, I think we're near the end of the movie. I think about going my recap. After Scarlet Witch destroyed the Darkhold, Doctor Strange talked to Christine Palmer one more time. 838, Christine Palmer.
I love you in every universe. Yep. That's a
I
great.
love that scene
That's
I
a
love that
great.
when
line.
That's straight up.
that is a beautiful. That is a beautiful scene when he says, I love you in every universe," because it's him coming to amends that no matter what's happened to him, he's never stopped loving Christine Palmer.
Yeah.
And I've heard some people say they don't buy the romance between Strange and Christine, but I bought it personally.
Yeah, I do like the scene. Very adorable. Yeah, man.
This movie has a lot of emotional weight to it,
Yeah.
along with the heart.
And the
Nice
ending.
emotional weight.
Yeah. That it comes out of nowhere. Actually, it's like the first Evil Dead when Bruce
Mhm.
screams. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. After Doctor Strange talked to Christine Palmer, the Magna Shabbat opened the portal to the incursion world, which gave all Doctor Strange and Christine Palmer said goodbye. We had it with a cute scene, like a scene. With they go to second Centurion. Well, that's not the truth. Not second Centurion. They go to Comitage with Wong.
Yeah. The train.
Doctor
Or
Strange talked to
Yeah,
Wong.
between Chavez and you see that the Commissars,
Yeah.
despite what the hell happened with Wanda, they're rebuilding themselves.
He's
So
doing it.
I do like that.
Yeah, that is sweet. On the Fantastic Beast movies, this does it better. Gee, it's owned by people like me who have to know what they're doing. Why can't Banana Beast movie like this? I don't get. Especially, have you seen Banana Beast movie?
the Fantastic Beast. That whole movie could have been a trilogy that ended with a third one.
Yeah, well,
I
basically,
have plans to do all three movies review in the future, but mostly what I would like to say that it could have ended with the third one because those who have seen it, spoilers if you haven't, because in the end there was the duel between Dumbledore and Grindelwald, and it could have been and that could have been the duel that they had in mostly said in Dumbledore's card, famous wizard cards, and that could have been the duel where Dumbledore wins the Elder Wand, and Grindelwald is put into what prison he was put into, and being there until Voldemort kills him. That could have been
yeah.
it. There would have been no need to do anymore else. Just have that be their duel, and then it would have been over.
Yeah, but no, they're gonna do two more, but we'll see. Anyway,
Did it bomb?
yeah, in the U.S. it did.
U.S.,
Yeah.
but internationally,
What's the domestic?
it just
I'm gonna check the domestics and whatever.
Well, basically, did you see Beauty and the Beast?
No, I skipped out on that.
Yeah, missing much.
I figured. I wasn't really into the prequel series anyway, so
I'm looking for Hogwarts Legacy. I'm looking for that game because that game had a former Asian story. I'm hoping the game is going to be amazing. I'm coming for that one because I know we're getting Goblin Knight this year. Hoping that can be good.
Uh,
Look, I'm really burning out Batman stuff, but the
Three
Goblin Knight
hundred sixty-six point seven millions on two
That's
hundred billion dollar budget.
ooh, it bombed.
88 million in the U.S. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
How much did they make at the worldwide?
380.
Yeah, that's what 366 million point seven.
So we're okay, but that'd be 4. Damn it! So wait, it bombed in the U.S., but they were worldwide. I think.
Yeah, that's
Because-
because most people outside of the US they still have probably different mindsets about
Yeah.
about
Plus, we
some
got
bias
this.
against
I'm
J.K.
fine with
Rowling and probably just go see it out of nostalgia. Actually,
Yeah.
actually, my sister probably isn't. My sister just recently got into reading those. Actually, not reading, but listening to the audiobook versions of the books, and she has just flipped all over into the fandom like most people did when the books were coming out.
Yeah.
But she is not even aware of whatever J.K. Rowling has said and doesn't.
I
really
don't
care.
give a damn what she said. I avoid a controversy because it's just a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
But,
Yeah.
but even she didn't like the Fantastic Beasts. Before the third movie came out, we tried to watch the first one together, and and even to her, it wasn't the same as the original.
The
book
first
and
one I thought
movies.
was fine, a one-off. I thought
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
fine, one-off.
on its own, but Harry Potter's they were mostly mystery stories.
Yeah.
Every movie had a mystery. The first one, what is Fluffy guarding under the trapdoor? The second movie, where is the Chamber of Secrets? What's in there? What is the mystery behind there? Prisoner of Azkaban. How did Sirius Black escape? The fourth one, who put Harry's name in the cup?
Goblet
Fifth
of
one,
Fire.
what does Voldemort want? What does Voldemort want with Harry and everything else? Why isn't Dumbledore speaking to him? Half-Blood Prince, who the fuck is it? And then there's the Deathly Hollow.
Yeah,
What do they
have
have to
it.
do with what Voldemort is doing? Those are mysteries. Those were what made those stories and books and movies. That's what made them intriguing.
Yep.
The Fantastic
I
Beasts
love those.
doesn't have any of that.
Yeah. Actually, Penelope had a mystery with Grindelwald. That was the only mystery in the first movie.
Yeah. Matt Mikkelsen was an improvement on that as far. Too bad for Johnny Depp, but Matt Mikkelsen was a better casting choice.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Well, Johnny doing a legal bullshit right now. I do feel bad when we do, but he did giant shit in his movies, so it's kind of a messy. I don't know. I can't really say like this.
Yeah.
But you know, point. But anyway, we should probably cut the shit. Oh, Chris, you're
And then, yeah. And just like the way this ends with it ends on a cliffhanger, but it
Yeah.
makes me intrigued with him
Yeah, let's get the ending.
screaming with the
Okay.
eye.
Yeah, let's get the ending. Basically, Doctor Strange, after talking to Wong, we go out to do second symptom. He rebuilt the watch, not with magic, but with his hands. We're very happy. And then, what the ending of Sam Raimi movie, it ends basically with the ending that's very mystery and dark and very messed up. What
Pretty
the
much a
ending?
cliffhanger. That was just
The ending is with the
Yeah.
eye open.
The eye in his head.
Yeah,
Wait,
sorry,
yeah, yeah.
Sam Raimi ending. I love that ending.
I thought he was having a headache or something. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That ending
I'll
was
be right
dope.
back. I'm gonna get some drink.
No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah,
Post
that
credit
ending,
scene,
I love
yeah.
that ending because that's a typical Sam Raimi ending. You think everything is fine, but nope. Right, John Hill did that. Evie did that. Not Spider-Man did that. Spider-Man did that. Both Spider-Man did not do that. Makes sense. We don't go to the mall.
Even Drag Me to Hell had that kind of ending where you think
Yeah.
everything is fine, but it's not.
Nope.
So I did
Then
like
she
the
goes to
fact the way
hell.
you did that.
Yeah. I don't know. We get John Hill too. That's not gonna happen because I don't want John Hill. I don't
Then,
need that.
then the post credit
Post credit
scene.
scene. Yeah.
Bruce Campbell one, I
Cleo.
did touch on that.
Yeah.
But
We
the
get we get what we
the
get two
part
post credit
with
scenes.
Cleo, I
One
was like,
was
who
Clea
is
said
this
you got an
character?
incursion, so now we gotta fix it. And she opened the portal to Dark Dimension.
I
A
didn't
lead up to
expect.
a future movie or Disney Plus series
I
that
didn't.
is
Yeah.
likely something.
I didn't expect Charlie Theron to show up as Cleo. I was like,
I know.
that
Yeah.
just took me
I
out of nowhere.
should be here.
I was shocked.
Yeah. And
And it's kind of going to be interesting seeing her where they're going to take that in a Florida movie. And I do hope Sam Raimi comes back to direct
I
the
also too,
third one.
because Clea is a very complicated character in itself.
Yeah, I
She's
didn't know who she
the
was.
former wife of Doctor Strange.
But not in the movie version.
They'll have
That
a
she's
wife.
a future ex-wife of his.
Yeah. Which Clea taking a man. Oh yeah, I forgot. In the Illusion comic, they killed Doctor Strange off. That's just serious. Thanks, jerk. Ugh.
Isn't
I
that
hate.
also the who's supposed to? I remember there were reports about that
Yeah, with his stupid
death
story.
of Doctor Strange and his place being taken by his ex-wife.
Yeah, like Clea. Instagram. Cute.
Now, the third, that's going to be interesting seeing how Cleo's going to tie into the third one, how she got into the time
Yeah,
her
the
she's in.
document.
And I'm curious to see where it's gonna go with with her and the cast you have here and Sam Raimi coming back to direct it.
Yeah,
I will. I am interested in what the future is gonna be with Doctor Strange because I do
same.
like this character. He's the Marvel answer to Harry Potter, if you will.
Mhm.
Yeah. I said that Harry Potter now being destroyed recently. I take this magical or be magical with Harry Potter because since Magic be fun and destroyed everything, fuck it. I'm going to fight with this magic over them, at least for now. Until Hogwarts Legacy is their last chance. That game, I'm putting up in that game meeting. Because that game is a lot more interesting, and the game has a lot more interesting with the history of Hogwarts. So I'm crossing my finger on that one because I want that game to be good. But for the movie side me with the Harry Potter franchise, yeah, but it's really a game of the movie franchise.
Yeah, Hogwarts
Like,
Legacy is pretty much the only thing that's on
yeah,
any
thanks for that,
movie
Beast.
orders right now.
Thanks. I highly Hogwarts Legacy. This game
I've
is
been
good.
I've been focusing. I've been
Yeah.
hearing about that game, and I've seen advertisements and hearing behind
Same.
the scenes about it. It looks really cool.
It looks really amazing.
That, by the way, reminds me.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't be an Epic Games exclusive.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Thanks to Alan Wade, that's been Epic Games exclusive. With that coming to Switch, by the way. Which is kind of interesting to say the least.
Well, what game? The Hobbit's legacy.
Alan Wake.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay, it can be pre-ordered from Steam.
Yeah, and PS5 and Episode X.
Okay, good. That
I
and
know
Gotham
Goblin
Knights
Knight.
both
I know
good.
that guy. I know that the Guardian Conjurer got canceled.
Ugh,
So the only PS5 and Episode X are coming out for that
yeah,
game.
but Alan Wake 2 is gonna be. I have the recap review on Alan Wake coming up. I still need to cover the last 2 episodes and the DLC episodes. Write down what I have to say about them before I can start working on that video.
Which control as it connects to Alan Wake, the no learning game.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna play Control also at some point. It's more so on my wish list, waiting for it to go on sale.
Yeah, I actually own that game. I own that game pretty good. But anyway, so I think that's the best that we got.
Yeah,
Well, basically, what's your plan on the ending for Doctor Strange?
I mean, it's wacky. It's Raimi, and it's good. So not much I can say beyond that.
Yeah.
Yep.
On one hand, it would be one thing that Bruce Campbell deserves something better, but he was mostly in on the joke with that third ending.
Yeah,
Or
with the other
credits.
post credits, Zemo go with a joke, a football Blake.
Yeah.
It's over. It's finally over.
That made me laugh.
Yeah, it did make me laugh. I left the theater with a laugh, so it
Yeah.
wasn't a stupid post-credit scene that didn't need to be there, like Venom in No Way Home. That was just like
Yeah.
bad.
Well,
And the
there are
trailer,
two,
I didn't care about
no way home had two post credits. The first post credit with a Venom cameo would have been nothing. Second post
The
credit,
second after credit scene was the trailer for Multiverse of Madness,
Yeah.
which they haven't done that in a Marvel movie since First Avenger.
Yeah, First Avenger. And Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
well,
not
yeah, I
Civil War.
forgot
I mean,
about
Ant-Man.
Civil War.
I know a guy, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fine, yeah.
Yeah, well, Ant-Man and Wasp had their own post-credit scene with the snap. The first post-credit scene. I don't know what the first post-credit scene was for Ant-Man and Wasp. I forgot what the post-credit scene was. I don't remember. I'll probably watch that movie, I think, before Quantumania when that thing comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But, anyway, so should we just give our ratings?
Yeah.
Alright, you go first. Josh?
All in all, this movie has dethroned Age of Ultron as my favorite MCU film. This is my favorite film of 2022 so far. This is definitely my second favorite of the Phase 4 films. I really loved it. I thought it was just as great, even better than the first one.
Definitely.
I like the horror aspects. The characters were even more fascinating. The arc that they gave Wanda was really satisfying for me personally. Benedict Cumberbatch was fun. The idea of the multiverse came into full play, and now with the multiverse is open, they can pretty much do anything they want. Now, I like a lot of the horror elements here. Sam Raimi went full on Sam Raimi. The movie was fast paced. I love the performances. I like the score. I love the action set pieces. Yes, the script could have had a little more time for a scene or two where we can breathe, but that's really my only issue when it comes to this.
Yeah.
And the ending of this movie was very interesting. That I want to see more of this character, and also more of Scarlet Witch going for her solo adventures. So, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
I'm being honest when I say that.
John?
Yeah, this isn't. I don't have the higher rating that Josh has. I give it like an 8 out of 10 because again, there were some characters that were underused. Christine, once again, she did something at the end, but in the beginning of the film, she like sees Strange and then she disappears. And Barry Mortal is barely in it.
Yeah.
Chavez, I thought was there. I don't love her like a lot of some guys do because again, my biases kick in, but. Strange himself, he's still contained in the movie. The action's great. The comedy, some of the humor made me laugh. I'll give it that.
Yeah, it's humor. Actually,
the comedy made me
some
laugh.
of the jokes were kind of like throwaway, but it's a Marvel movie. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't think it dethroned Spider-Man No Way Home because that had such more. The third act,
That more
was
hype.
fanfic. It was a fans movie for
Yeah.
Spider-Man fans, and that was hard to top. Like this was like right below it, just an inch below it. But it's
Yeah.
still a great sequel. It was not. It was not a disappointment, like some people say it was. It was not boring. It was 2 hours even. It wasn't like 2.5. And it didn't drag for a little bit in the middle with the Illuminati, but after that it picks up and it's like The Dark Knight. It's a great film. It's just a little bit too long, and the third act is a little muddled, but it still delivered. It didn't bore me out of my mind. Like Eternals, this was way better than Eternals. That's all I could ask for because that bored me, and I was like, "Oh, please don't let the rest of the MCU be this boring." But no, Spider-Man definitely delivered last year, and then this was a nice continuation. And more Doctor Strange. Yeah, I would love that. It said he will return, so he will, and it will be in my top 10 definitely. Not. I don't think number one, but maybe 3 or 4. We'll see how the rest of the year is. We still got Thor, which I'm
Thor.
that. We still got Shazam 2. We still got Black Adam. We still got Black
Avatar.
we
got Avatar.
Avatar. I don't care about it. I'm over that bullshit. We have
Alita 2 over Avatar 2.
Yeah. This is going to be better than that because this doesn't look like a video game. It looks like a film, a very creepy, disturbing, dark film, but it works.
Yeah.
As a dark film.
We got Black Adam
and X-Men Apocalypse is better than any of those. I can easily say that. But yeah, this movie was worth my time in the theater. I had a good time. The visuals are amazing, and it's going to be worth getting on Blu-ray. This is going to look amazing on a 4K TV, definitely. Yeah. So it's a great film. It's a great sequel. It was worth the 6 years of waiting. Some films are not worth that wait,
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got to say.
It's doing like a Batman like Firestar, the new one. Don't bother. It broke my mouth bad. Then Tekken Up Magical was worse. Firestar was just
the 22
the 22 remake. Yeah, you go on and peek off for free.
But this knows what it is, and it delivered. That's why it's making so much, because people are connecting with it one way or another. They'll find something they'll enjoy. Just look hard enough.
The are you happy question.
Yeah, I was happy when I left the theater, even though it was raining outside and the crowd was mixed. But it's better than having never seen it at all.
Basically, what's your
That's all I gotta say. Yeah.
I'm kind of on the same ballpark as John, though I would give it 1 point lower because the problem was I was more expecting. I'm just going by because I only saw one trailer of it. It was a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, oh, so it's going to be evil Doctor Strange as a villain. And I was going into that movie with that mindset.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I was avoiding everything.
I forgot to mention this after I get my rating. Please, people, go into this movie knowing what you're going to get out of the same Raimi movie. If you're expecting evil Doctor Strange, if you're expecting multiverses and the cameo hour, you're not going to get that.
Small.
And
small. They mean nothing.
Once again, I need to repeat myself here because I feel like there are some people online who's not going to listen to this.
Yeah.
Do not go into this movie hating it because your fan theories didn't come true. Or
the people who are fan laughing.
I am straight up sick to death of hearing this movie just sucked because it didn't give you a screenwriter of this movie did not have to give in your fan theories all because you want. First off, respect the movie you got and respect the filmmaker for what they were trying to do, and appreciate the movie that you got. You have no freaking say what a screenwriter or filmmaker chooses to do. How many times?
Black Jedi been bad, but I expect going to trying to do what he did, but you're going to
this is not the Last Jedi. This is way better. It's shorter.
I know, but I'm going to that movie at a Snoke Fury. There are Snoke Fury, but end up being bullshit.
Fan theories, some of them, sometimes they do come true. I mean, we got Krasinski as fantastic, Mr. Fantastic. I think that's good enough.
I don't even go into any of these movies with fan theories. I just go in expecting the unexpected, for better than worse.
Same. Indeed. Same here.
But I'm gonna let Biscuit go ahead and continue.
Yeah, basically, continue.
But yeah, like I was going in there with that mindset, and I think that's the reason why my score is like that, because it wasn't to what I was expecting, and what made it worse is, like I said before, evil Doctor Strange motivations and everything is basically Wanda's, and it made me
Yeah.
wonder if there was such dramatic change. I did look it up. Apparently, Raimi wasn't involved until midway into the movie when they were making it. And you can really tell because there's certain scenes that Raimi did this while others wasn't.
Yeah.
Due to creative differences.
Yeah, they were the director Sinister.
But yeah, it's like the second best Phase 4 movie. But let's be honest, the competition really isn't much. It's either No Way Home or Eternals, Black Widow.
I like Shang-Chi, the third act.
Shang-Chi fun.
Shang-Chi is still my favorite of
one of the best
of Phase 4.
Yeah, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange is probably my favorite Phase 4.
They're the top 3.
Black Widow was disappointing. Eternal was just
boring. I didn't
boring. Yeah.
But No Way Home, I really loved. Especially
No Way Home,
I
love that movie. It was my favorite movie of 2020.
Yeah, crowd reactions and the cameos, everybody was clapping. Like it was like an event. This was an event, but a smaller event, not
a
big Avengers event that people were expecting this to be the next Civil War or Infinity War Endgame. It's not, guys.
It's not.
Lower your expectations. Don't expect everything out of
it. Yeah, for the people who are
but actually, my people were pretty mild because I saw it a week later than others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And by then, most people were probably just rewatching it, and I went to see it mostly just because I saw and heard some of those spoilers, and I just thought, okay, I need to see
spoilers. With Thor: Love and Thunder, don't spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
Peacemaker was spoiled for me at the ending of that, and I was upset. Don't spoil these movies or shows. It's
I'm so tired of
respect to the people that made this and for the fans looking forward to.
Spoiling everything, and so people if you're very sensitive to horror or blood
or disturbing images,
yeah, there are still some horror games that I'm unable to play because their horror is different.
Thunder, please do not spoil. Marvel, do not spoil.
For one thing, but
She-Hulk that comes out in August, do not spoil that.
Yeah, don't spoil. Spoiling is a bad thing.
I'm 50-50 and I don't want the power change. I get it because thanks to the Inhumans, you can
don't spoil it because even if it's the powers are changed, don't give any plot points or post-credit scenes or anything.
Yeah, I'll
Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, people just throw in. Look what happened. Oh man.
The only time you should spoil something is if a movie is bad.
Yeah, the movie is
worse. Example, Firestarter. That movie's crap. You spoiled that movie.
The remake is bad.
I do my lemon on that train wreck, and I'm glad they were gonna.
I'll see it later, Tevya. So probably tomorrow.
Yeah, you can turn on Peacock if you want it. If you want to check it out. You don't want to see it in theaters. But other than that, I'm gonna waiting. Alright, like I said, my original review of my family, they did not like the movie. I liked the movie. My original was a 3.5, but I'm gonna change that rating to a 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
it was great. It was only a 5, but there was a part that didn't confuse me. But I was a movie fan. I love this movie. It was a ton of fun. It's not my favorite movie of the year. No, my favorite movie of the year, Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was number 1. But this was close. But if I put on my top 10 list of 2022, it's gonna be on my top 10 list.
Definitely. Now, the Batman and Sonic 2.
Yeah, the Batman.
I laughed my ass in the theater more with Sonic 2. And it was
Sonic 2 was great. Sonic was funny.
And I was
Sonic 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Dr. Mortimer and the Batman are 4 of my favorite movies that came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but X is a good slasher film. I think X was good at the horror movie, at the A24 at the movie. But as for worst movies in this year, I try to avoid one or bad movies this year. But
we streamed the movies.
We did get some bad ones, but Tech Change that came out was awful. That's my worst list. 5 Star also moved my worst list. That's funny. Bad movies. Oh, yeah, we get the Jurassic World movie, which I had very low expectation of that one because when we had the last one, Fallen Kingdom,
Yeah, that was
I
a
didn't know them whatsoever.
I have no zero expectations or anything about when it comes to the new Jurassic films.
Yeah.
I saw the first one when it came out in 2015, and there was just was I most of the kids that were in that movie, I was just let them die. I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't care about them. I was underwhelmed.
Yeah,
Just
that's
the
the first
same
movie.
first movie, Jurassic Park, but without the heart and without the good effects and the
Yeah.
script.
Then we got the sequel, Fallen Kingdom.
It
The
was a
sequel, I didn't even see. That's pretty much I got. It basically came and went when while I was busy with other stuff, and ultimately when I think I saw ended up watching some reviews go talking about it and some recap reviews, and ultimately I was just meh.
Yeah. Me, John. I think we during our top 10 we did a review of Fallen Kingdom, and we all hate it. Which I
I was in the minority with Fallen Kingdom.
oh yeah, you do like the movie, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I
my
did.
bad. My bad. I forgot my memory got to get shot. But as far as the new movie concerned, where's that turns out? Top Gun. I may see that movie. I may check it out because
I might just
one.
stream it at home when it's on like Paramount Plus or something.
Yeah, I may watch it too. But other than that, I think that's all we got for the sport video gun. And for a movie coming out for the future, uh, hmm, yeah, I don't know. Okay, wait, there's one more that Dragon Ball Super young for that movie. You know, I'm a Dragon Ball fan for the anime. But I like anime movies like Jujutsu Kaisen. That engine prequel. Wait, basically, did you see Jujutsu Kaisen?
Did I haven't seen it? I've only read the manga. I haven't watched any of the animes yet.
Oh,
Now I also have been kind of looking into. I have been also thinking about canceling Netflix to get some other subscription to whatever anime subscription
yeah.
services to widen
You,
my anime consumption.
I just recommend Crunchyroll at this point because I think they fused with
They feed
Funimation.
Funimation
So
and Conjuring they fuse together.
yeah, so all the stuff that used to
okay,
be exclusive is now on
okay.
that.
After I'm done with with a few shows I still have on my watch list, I'm gonna cancel Netflix and go to Crunchyroll.
Yeah. I do know they're going Attack on Titan Finals in Part 3 because they split the funds into 3 parts. With Part 2, Aaron, you're going crazy, which I don't know why they want Aaron, you're going crazy. I don't know if you read that, but
Not to
whatever.
mention it's for some reason the VPN I'm using doesn't work on the Netflix
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we about got this up.
Awesome.
Didn't enjoy the production more than madness. Sports discussion. Gentlemen, where can you find guys?
You can find me on my YouTube channel, Future Filmmaker Reviews with Josh. I will have my spoiler-free review of this movie uploaded either after this or tomorrow. It's scheduled to premiere. All my social media links are on the description box down below as well.
Hmm.
Yep. Anyway, John, where can we find you?
Yeah, I'm John Avenger on YouTube. It's right. It's spelled that way. I have a Facebook, a Twitter, and I also have a letterbox. Where I review movies there. Josh got me into that, and yeah, this was fun. I'm glad we got to do this. You know, it was raining outside. I'm glad we got to talk about this awesome movie, and there'll be more Marvel movies ahead and shows, and I'm looking forward to them. After Moon Knight, it can't get any lower than that show wise.
Yeah.
And movie wise, Eternals is still the worst. I will always hate that movie. This movie is like a huge home run compared to that. And anyway, yeah, thanks guys for watching this. Give this video a thumbs up when it's uploaded to YouTube. Share it on social media and just be kind, guys, because we're living in hard times. This movie came out at the right time since Raimi hadn't done a film like this since Spider-Man 3, and this is a
Yes,
huge
it's Spider-Man
film.
3.
And we should be lucky that we have this during this
Crazy.
horrible global, pandemic that we've been through. But
yeah, after
stay safe, guys.
2020, we need some positive and
Keep
negativity.
some more positive, energy here on these podcasts. Thanks for being civil, guys, in the chat. I really appreciate that. After all we've been through this year, most of
Yeah.
my friends here. But thanks, guys. Be safe, and I'll talk to you on Facebook later. All right.
Yep. All right. See you,
All
man.
right. Take care.
Yep. Biscuit, where can we find you?
YouTube.com/Biscuit Rebellion. Same name on Twitter.
Yep.
And the next time you live stream, I guess.
Yep. I'm hoping you go back to your videos on there. I love your video. You watch your over new video times, and I think they're so funny.
Man, if I didn't lose motivation, I would have teared apart Academy. There's so much shit I could talk about in that comic.
I'll be up for that. In fact, I
It's a
recommend
shame.
you
What
read
happened to
Academy.
that? Fuck.
Yeah. In fact, just you be the final to Academy, and then you won't be able to read that series because then that guy would charge Red X. Or just to be the trade. You just get trade Hooper.
Are you willing to buy a trade though? Because
No,
I collect
you
Teen
don't buy
Titan
trade.
shit. I own
said.
almost every single Teen Titan, at least trade paperback and omnibus, and I don't even feel like touching like Academy. I know Volume 1 came out, and I didn't feel like buying it.
Well, I just said there's another way. Like you don't have to buy them in for it. Like I recommend use Hoopla, but use this and just get the trade from there and you just rent it, and then you just return it.
I mean, no, I don't need to do that. I'm actually caught up. I'm waiting for the last issue to come out, and you know why. But
Yep.
I don't know. I'd rather just move on from this because they've now ruined the premise anyway. So or not the premise, the idea of an academy for them. So whatever.
Yeah, we'll show that kind of few. We have Dark Crisis coming out, which please.
Dark Crisis.
It's all about legacy, but the wrong kind of legacy. Our legacy, not the ones that everyone else grew up with. Just
I don't want Future State to
no
be
one
canon.
likes it.
Future State is crap. The only Future State we're gonna go with Swamp Thing.
The only people that I've seen like it is essentially people that have been reading comics for less than 5 years. So this is clearly for new readers.
Yes, those kind of people who are nothing.
It just baffles me that you go out of your way to say.
Thank God.
It baffles me that you go out of your way to say, "Oh, this is all about legacy." And okay, you're gonna replace the Justice League with anybody that would just step up to the plate. There are hundreds of characters that could step up to the plate that have already existed for more than 20 years.
No. I have made it pretty much when it comes to legacy characters that okay, John or whatever Superboy there is, they could probably John or Connor, whoever is there, they could probably take Superman's place if he were to be replaced. But then there are also those kind of some futures where Superman lives forever to be an old man incognito by the time the Legion of Superheroes happens. So that's kind of iffy there. But also there's the thing that in Batman's case, most people. Batman should just be on some opinions. Batman should just be Bruce Wayne, and everyone else who had created their own characters and identities. They should.
Yeah, I'm actually for that.
Why Chase Fox? Who you didn't have Chase Fox? He's a born character.
Yeah.
The thing is, okay, we could use Dick Grayson, right? But you're gonna piss off
apparently
people.
Just some background character as Lucius Fox's kids back in the
80s, yeah.
Age. And they just plucked him from there and made him a main character because why not?
You have
to ask why not,
gentlemen. We know why they did it. We know why they did it. We know why they did it. It's for diversity points. I hate being a broken record with this, but it's true though. Let's be honest here. Look at why Jace Fox? It could have literally been any of the Robins but Damian. You could have just picked one of them. You could have picked anybody that was already affiliated with the Bat family, but you didn't. You went with somebody not only completely new, but
that actually makes it kind of a double-edged sword because Dick Grayson has been Batman already, and according to some people, and remember Tyvian the Fourth's Detective Comics run where he had the future Titans tomorrow Tim Drake as Batman say that Dick Grayson was Batman for a time and then got bored.
Yep. And then they didn't have become Batman, and he got killed off. Then they were making Batman, and then he died. Oh, he got 6.
I'd rather just have Dick Grayson be Nightwing, do his own thing, get his own
Yeah.
city with his own posse. That's it. We don't need. He doesn't need Batman to be popular anyway. So
well, it's just if Batman has to die, let Batman die, and let his legacy be the people he built up as the Robins and Batgirls. Let them be the torch bearers.
yeah. Yeah, we don't need another Batman. We just need another smart dude in the Justice League, basically.
I'm looking forward why where's it seeing the Flash. It's always been my for a decade.
Who's replacing Flash in that team?
And why is my Flash?
I know Wally is Flash, but does Justice League have the one that they're replacing Justice League with? Do they have their own Flash?
You mean Future State?
Future State is that non-binary one.
Yes, that's the Flash.
Why that one of all freaking people? Okay,
well,
whatever.
That's Future State. I don't mention it's gonna be the main Flash.
No, but I remember they mentioned
the whole
there was two teams that were
thing
doing.
is an English speaker's problem.
Yeah,
that's probably something I would probably say. Did you, by the way, know that in my native language of Finnish, we have only one pronoun that everyone uses?
Non-binary.
Or no, the non-binary thing, because those people who refuse to use the he/she things. But in Finnish we don't have gendered pronouns at all. Everyone is a han.
Whoever's job is to translate this overseas, they're gonna have a field day trying to translate half that shit.
It's very motivating.
Not to mention that is mostly the reason why when I had to review the Grant Morrison's works, and when I had to speak about Grant Morrison refers to Grant Morrison, I just referred to Han or Hanen works, or what Han did.
Yeah, but anyway, as far as Dark Knight is concerned, we'll see about that. Dark Knight could go either way. It could be really good or really bad. And Force Ranking is good.
Do we trust Williamson with this? How about that? Do we trust him?
I trust him 100%.
You trust him with like mega level crisis stuff? Because I've read Infinite Frontier. I've read Justice Incarnate.
Same.
They don't seem like event books. They just feel like prologues to.
Yeah, they will.
I mean, they essentially are, but they don't feel like a mini series or a small event or something. They, like I said, they're just prologues. It feels like teasers, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant with him handling
that kind of writing. Is not actually, because if it's just a lead up or something else, that drags along.
That's Shadow War. That's happening right now.
That's also a lead up to Dark Crisis.
Which is kind of competing. But then we have War of Earth 3.
What about the war?
That doesn't fucking matter. That should have even been a thing.
If you are a fan of Suicide Squad,
that Crime Syndicate was a. You have seen my JLA Earth 2 and Cryson 2 Earth video. I pretty much made it clear. Every version of Crime Syndicate that has come after Grant Morrison's Earth antimatter version, they have been just downgrades and imitations from those other.
And Forever Evil, they took on top, and then they got defeated by Lex Luthor and his villain group. But then they got killed off in Darkseid War. Literally, they didn't want to kill them out in 2 seconds, which was a point there. Well, anyway, Grail killed the Superwoman. Then took the baby away from her, and then the baby got turned to Darkseid at the end of Darkseid War. But then the Darkseid turned the baby.
Imagine being a DC historian trying to explain this shit.
Yeah, it's a mess. And then the Crime Syndicate came back and banned an awful Superman book, which made no sense. It shouldn't exist. It's that kind of a Darkseid War. I hate that this is
and this mess is yet another reason why they should just do a committed reboot.
Yeah.
Just skim the fat away, the unneeded fat away, and just, or if not reboot, then backtrack and reset to a previous save file and try to rework it from there.
Go back to pre-Flashpoint. See, on one hand, I agree with that. On the other hand, do we seriously want our current lineup of writers to handle pre-Flashpoint?
No.
No, they'll fuck it up. At the time that there was Son of Kill book.
And then they made it twice as worse
no.
by saying,
It's
"Oh, everything is
no.
canon now." So these,
But nothing's canon. It makes no sense.
No, it's canon.
But it's not canon in a linear sense. It's canon as in this is where it happens, and those stories that you remember, they happen here and here and here or here or here. But this is what we are going to focus on. Not this or this, just this. But that thing you wanted, it's still here or somewhere.
You just gotta wait until a writer basically references it for it to feel any level of importance.
Yeah, we
and
got
at that point,
Flashpoint
you just
Beyond.
want to go for Will Smith on them.
Oh yeah, that controversy. But you know what? Nothing wrong with that. As far as future movie concerned, we'll see. But anyway, this thing went a little bit longer than we planned. But thank you for joining for not Flashpoint Beyond. Oh yeah, I forgot. Speaking of DC, before we end it, one more thing. Anybody on Flashpoint Beyond? That Jeff John book.
There is one line in that book that pissed me the fuck off. I think
matters, not matters. Is it that?
No, not that one. Not that one. It's the one where I think it's called Divided Conundrum, which stands for DC, and we got a line that Batman says after everything I'd done, or that something to do with after everything I'd done for DC. He doesn't say DC, he says Divide Conundrum, but you know what he's trying to say there.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, Jeff Johns wrote this crap. What the fuck happened?
It's basically when the writer's own frustrations are getting written into the story they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be just that line threw me.
I don't even do they talking that story.
Let me actually find
even
it
that.
so I can read it properly.
I have another comic to animation comparison being done planned for Batman and
Batman's son.
Yeah, but and it wasn't that fact that Grant Morrison pretty much wrote Damien to be hän itse as hänen omansa self-insert kind of thing, and for Batman and Talia to be hänen parents, representing them and the divorce that and their divorce that hän had to go through as their child.
Yep. Yeah, with that, I actually went to my in Super Sense. Hey. My favorite team ever, my favorite movie ever for it was the end movie for it. But anyway, that's them trying to get it. At 4 Beyond concern, yeah, we'll see about that. I'm 50%. The issue is good. Issue 1 was good.
Here it is. Considering the number of times I've saved the Divine Conundrum. Basically, if you just replace Divine Conundrum with DC, that's how I read it too. After number, get the fuck out of here.
That's pretty much where they should probably do the whole. Let something die. Let it go past its pasture and let something new come.
Yeah,
don't
give a soft.
I feel like that's what they're trying to imply with Dark Crisis, but it doesn't feel that.
They're not gonna bother.
Yeah, at this point, it's all reboot point unnecessary. To do a hardcore reboot.
Basically, what DC Comics is at this point, it's basically a safe work environment for people to have jobs to work on works that other people before them did.
Until Sky merger.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like we're reading a story. It just feels like we're just reading filler.
Yeah,
I feel like I've been reading filler since 2016.
Yeah, it's like the story for time until the merger destroyed everything. Then that Sky merger already happened, so who knows what we're gonna do? But that's even talking again.
Sheltered workplace. That's pretty much what DC is right now. It's sheltered workplace for those people who just can't do anything else but write fan fiction.
Yeah, the only thing we're going out in DC are the Flash, Robin, Action Comics with the War Saga, and that's about it. Sonic
Not to
Hello,
mention,
a boy with the
as a
plague.
former fan
Oh,
fiction
that's
writer,
I know
I
something like
it's
that. I know something like
kind
that
of
story. That's what
embarrassing.
You can
I
see the
think.
parallels, right?
Yeah.
As a former fanfiction writer, you could see the parallels, right?
I can see the parallels. I can see
Of course.
I can see pretty much the same mistakes. I
Yeah.
can see that planned something in the beginning and then that not paying off in the end.
Yeah.
When I was writing fan fiction, I wrote some stories to be explanations to existing stories that to explain how they worked. Like for example, the ending of The Dark Knight Rises. I pretty much made it a Batman Doctor Who crossover and made it so that the 11th Doctor and Clara ended up saving Batman from the flying the
Nuclear
bomb
bomb.
away.
Yeah.
That was two stories. I wrote that into two stories. One being the third act of the movie, and the second one taking place basically before Alfred saw Bruce Wayne at the cafe in Italy. Then I
Yeah.
wrote a prequel where the Ninth Doctor was involved with the events of Batman Begins and some other stuff. Basically, I had every Batman actor who had ever played Batman play different versions in a kind of similar story where basically not BVS had not come out yet, but I had basically Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, and Adam West working together as people as three Batmen who had escaped from a villain who had basically wanted to use all the 13 versions of Batman to do something. I won't spoil if you want to go write it or go read it. You can pretty much just
I wrote
Google
my
me
own
on
fanfiction in
fanfiction.
Spider Verse, but my fanfiction was supposed to be the main villain, Doc Ock, the main villain with Spider Girl, Major Parker, 2099, and my Morad all teaming up to save Biddy, real Peter Parker from Superior Spider-Man. And to make that story short, they start Superior Spider-Man to be that, then Mephisto takes him to hell, and
Yeah,
real Peter Parker goes back to life, and then after my story, which the real Peter Parker
yeah,
married Mary Jane, and they will have ever after. Also,
yeah.
the daughter life, the end.
Okay.
That's my
Something
fanfiction.
going back to those mistakes I made when I was writing that. And another series was then I picked up that the Nolan trilogy and Doctor Who stuff that basically went over from the fourth story to pre BVS DCEU, but I just basically based on the current comics at the time, where I pretty much made it be
So it is
kind of a
indeed.
post Deathly Hallows Harry Potter crossover, where I just basically I basically rewrote the Deathly Hollows into having a young Clark Kent in there as a
Nice.
mostly like a self insert. My writing wasn't that good at the time, and then there was basically a rewritten version of Forever Evil, where where I put more emphasis on the fact that Batman and Owlman are supposed to be brothers,
Yeah.
and
Anyway, we did think we went a little too long with
and
the
so on
plan,
and
so
so
we should
on.
probably end over here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us for Dr. Strange Motivate of Madness spoiler field discussion. Sorry, we kind of went a little bit long. We got down with DC a lot, and then Marvel. So do my next spoiler field discussion on something. Maybe Jurassic World Part 3, maybe if I do a spoiler field discussion, which,
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be
that's gonna be
there because I
painful.
don't know if I'm gonna bother to watch it or not.
Yeah,
But those
I
people
know.
who,
Watch it. I may
oh
watch it
yeah,
for curiosity, but
yeah.
other than
By the
that,
way, Debbie, when you're done with uh, the stream and doing it, and
oh
put
yeah,
some
new
links
Adams.
onto
Uh,
to everyone's channels on the video's description or as a pinned comment under there, so people who watch
yeah,
this will be able to find us.
yeah. I'll probably do that. Actually, but you know what? Maybe I do a comment and then I can try to pin it on all the channels because I can. Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, finish anything. Then you're joining us. You can follow me here, Type of Smoker, my Facebook on Twitter, or to follow me on Twitch.tv, Type of Smoker. Yes, I do Twitch. I do Twitch sometimes, but only for certain games because Xbox One cannot use YouTube. I don't get why. I get episode eventually. Thank you for joining us, and please come on channel. Football and Biscuit, for Pika, for Johnny Avenger, for Josh. And see you next time. So next sport is gonna main ball when find out when the movie comes out. But when the next movie sport is gonna I will do a Young Justice sport discussion because I do want to cover out the scene 4. Maybe I can get some people join for that one. I can get Sean join me, Peter you join me now, basically you join for just scene 4. Yep, and Johnson Green, that's cool. And you join and then everybody join it, then take care. See ya. Bye.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.